What's up? Let's see. What's my check? My check. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Mic check, mic check. Let me know if you can hear me. What's up, family? It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step two, step two, step two, step two, step two. I know it's been a long time, everybody. What's up, y'all? It is your girl, your diva, and knowledge, Lady Mocha, representing Mocha's Cafe Day Paris, where I'm always serving you wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual awareness. I said, let me hurry up and hop my ass on here this morning because, you know, these big-time content creators, they ain't got no respect for small content creators. They come on here 5, 6 in the morning, flood in the goddamn YouTube streets. I mean, they just take up the whole goddamn traffic. They be on YouTube 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 9 in the morning, 11 in the morning. I don't know about y'all, but I cannot have my ass on YouTube streets all time of goddamn night. I'm like, what other life do y'all have besides just YouTube? I can't be on YouTube doing no live streams, no 4 in the morning, no 5 in the morning, no 6 in the morning, no 7 in the morning. I got a real goddamn job that I got to clock into, okay? I am a correctional officer, for God's sakes. I'm used to pulling 12-hour shifts. There's no way in hell I can be up in these YouTube streets 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, doing live streams for 8-9 hours at a time. I tell you, these big time YouTubers, they don't have no respect for us little YouTubers. They will not let us get in traffic. They won't let us cut in front of them. They won't let us get in the next lane. They just hog up the goddamn YouTube airwaves. And I'm like, won't you give like a small YouTuber such as myself just some time to get in without y'all hogging up the damn YouTube streets? You feel me? What's up, everybody, this morning? Poetic Kale's King, Miss Sassy Diva, appreciate y'all for stopping in this morning. I know this is relatively early, but if I don't get up on this, if I didn't get up and do my live, everybody already signing in. These, like I said, these YouTube content creators that have big platforms, they have no respect for us small YouTube folks. They will flood the damn YouTube streets. I'm like, damn, can you give somebody else a chance to get in? God damn, you already got over 100,000 subscribers. Let us small folks get a little shine, please. Damn. You got some of these content creators, they live, breathe, and eat this shit. You feel me? I don't have the energy to be on YouTube every damn day. I have a real social life outside of YouTube. YouTube is not my life. I have a family. I have a husband. I have a career. I can't be up on YouTube giving YouTube 12, 15, 16 hours of my life. I just don't see how they do it. How they come on here every goddamn day, every goddamn night, every 5, 7 goddamn days a week. It makes no sense. Please have another life outside of YouTube. YouTube ain't going nowhere, boo-boo. If you miss not going live for one day, trust me, you will survive. You will survive if you don't go live for one goddamn day. Damn. I'm sick of them. Don't never let none of us small YouTubers get in for 2 minutes. Damn it. That shit be pissing me off, y'all. Soon as I log on, this person, I ain't gonna say no names. We ain't gonna be messy this morning because, I don't believe in bringing no negative energy to my channel, but I can't never log on with the same YouTubers. You have goddamn 500 views within damn 5 seconds as soon as your ass go live. And it's the same people who keep listening to them. I'm like, God damn, do y'all have these YouTubers on goddamn speed dial? Soon as they come on, they got 500 damn people tuning in. I'm like, damn, y'all don't have no life. Y'all subscribers don't have a life no more than y'all, because I can't listen to YouTubers talk fucking day in and day out. And the topics be the goddamn same. They just change the shit. Black men, you might have somebody, you may have, like, I'm just using an example. You may have like a black female content creator. She may do her first topic may be black men are deadbeats. Then she'll turn around and talk about black men ain't shit. Then she'll turn around and talk about black men need to have respect for black women. I'm like, you speaking on the same shit day in and day out. You just putting a damn new narrative, but you want to keep talking about the same over and over and over. And it's 500 people who will log in and listen to the same bullshit. I don't see how y'all ears don't fall off. So that's why I had to get on here early. Because if I don't, the big YouTubers are going to come in with their Bentleys. They're going to come in with their Rolls Royce. They're going to come in with their goddamn Hummer and goddamn, basically push me off the road in my damn Toyota Camry. Because I know I'm a small YouTuber and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just nice every once in a while to let the small YouTubers, you know what I'm saying, have just that moment to showcase and get a little bit of exposure. It's like these big YouTubers, they will not let small platforms have a moment of exposure. You got to come on this bitch like 5, 6 in the morning and try to get some exposure, but you can't even do that because some of these content creators, they are so greedy when it comes to the limelight. I just cannot eat, sleep, and breathe YouTube day in and day out. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I have a life outside of YouTube. YouTube is not the only place I sleep, eat, and breathe. I'm sorry. But what has happened, and I'm going to get ready to go into my topics, y'all. What's up, Nadia Gray? You right, poetic, speed down. God damn, I can't never get on here. I'm like, y'all the little small fries, y'all would not let the small fries have a goddamn moment. It's like, you know what? I realize as a content creator, you have to be careful because YouTube is very, very addicting. It's very addicting. And what's going on, y'all, is a lot of these YouTube content creators, they are suffering from insomnia. It's like, YouTube has become an addiction. It's like they scared that if they don't come on YouTube for one day, they are so scared that if they don't live stream for one day, like their life is over. And it's sad that you have so many content creators. They are so addicted to YouTube. They can't even go to sleep without live streaming about something. And then some of them really, they don't sleep at all. I can't be on no live stream for 8-9 hours at a time. I can't do it. First of all, I'm a married woman. My husband's not going to allow it. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I got my own personal life, my own personal issues outside of YouTube. I have a real job. Only people who don't have jobs, and I don't knock it. Like I said, I was a housewife. I didn't work for 2 years. So before I started going back into my law enforcement career, I stayed on YouTube a lot. But you got to realize, let me tell y'all something. It's a lot of lonely content creators out there. They're lonely. That is why they are on YouTube constantly. Let me tell you something. A lot of these content creators that y'all are so crazy about, a lot of people don't like their ass in real life. That's why they are constantly on YouTube. They can only get likes and attention from thousands of subscribers that don't know the real shitty deal on them behind closed doors. I'm going to let y'all meditate on that because I know some of us kind of slow this morning. We ain't had our coffee. Y'all kind of slow this morning. But a lot of y'all don't understand that. Y'all give all of these content creators, all of these accolades, on all of these praises, and you have a lot of content creators around here being worshipped, but behind closed doors, they don't get that much recognition and praise. You have some people, if they shut down, it's so sad. You have some people that if they shut down YouTube today, they will be lost in the sauce. That's how bad it is. Like I said, a lot of content creators have become addicted to social media. When they go to bed at night, they think about YouTube. When they wake up in the morning, they think about YouTube. When they take a piss, they think about YouTube. When they got to do number 2, they think about YouTube. And oh my gosh, let's not talk about the black bashing culture. And I wanted to speak a little bit on that. I'm not going to stay on it too long because I want to talk about this Nikki Minaj and Safaree Samuel situation. We going to get in. We're going to discuss this because it's a lot of black men and a lot of black women who are doing what Nikki Minaj and Safaree Samuels does. It's a lot of black men and black women who have done the same thing. Ours doing the same thing. But if y'all haven't been keeping up with my community tab, I already put the message out there that I'm going to be doing content on the black bashing culture. and how it has basically taken over the YouTube streets. I'm definitely going to be talking about it, y'all, because what has happened in the Black YouTube sector, Black men and Black women now are only doing content specifically on bashing the opposite gender. That has become the most popular content. Those are the ones that are getting the majority of the views. If you are a Black male content creator and the majority of your content is about thrashing and bashing Black women, you will get a lot of support from broken, rejected Black men. Those are the ones that are going to cape for your channel. Those are the ones that are going to cape and support you. Anything negative you got to say about Black women, they are going to support your brand, your platform, your movement 100%. Then you have the bitter sisterhood, these Black women who have definitely have given up on Black men, who have definitely lost their faith, lost their confidence in Black men, and now they're promoting nothing but Black male bashing content. So really, both Black men and Black women are guilty of it. I cannot put more emphasis on one and not the other. And that is the problem with the Black community. We constantly want to point out somebody else's faults while overlooking our own. And I am so tired of Black women and Black men doing this. If we just learn to individually work on our own failures and our own fuck ups, we won't have time to focus on where everybody else is not. That is the problem with Black men and Black women. The problem is y'all have a lot of butthurt ass individuals who only get off by talking negatively about the opposite sex. So now what has happened is we have what's called the Black bashing culture. And it's taking over the YouTube streets where you have nothing but Black men and Black women talking trash about each other day in and day out. You can't, it's so bad. You cannot go to one Black YouTube sector and not hear a Black man talking crap about Black women 30, 40 hours at a time on his channel. And you cannot go to a Black woman space and not listen to her, not drag Black men through the mud. You cannot go to, it's to the point, it's like you damn near got to pick a side. And the bad part is, if you support somebody who supports Black women, you're a simp. If you support somebody that supports Black men, then you're a pick-me, you're caping. And it's a lot of Black bashing culture going on in the Black YouTube streets. Now, this is another thing I want to say about it, because like I said, we got a lot of things we got to discuss, y'all, because it's been a minute. I don't see other races bashing each other as much as Black men and Black women do it. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been in some of the white YouTube sector spaces. I've been in a few of them, and they're not perfect. I've seen them go in on each other. I've seen certain white male content creators go in, and white female content creators go in, but they don't do it. They don't take it to the extreme like Black men and Black women do. You have Black women who will call Black men the N-word, that will just straight up degrade them, put all Black men in the same box. Black men are bums. Black men are beta males. When Black women going on Black men, we basically degrade them to the lowest common denominator. And then there's Black men. He can't talk about a Black woman without using the word bitch in every other sentence. These Black bitchs and blah, 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 blah. It's gotten to the point now to where it's so many Black men and Black women that support this type of fuckery. And we're the only race in the YouTube sector that does it. I don't see anybody else doing it. I don't see no other. I can go to a white person platform. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you. That's why I tell a lot of Black people, don't become consumed with following the same type of content creators. Learn a little bit from everybody. You will be surprised the stuff you missing out on because you want to keep following the same goddamn person because this person supports your narratives about black men or black women. This person supports your principles and how you believe and how you perceive black men and black women to be. Don't be afraid to step outside of the box and explore other content creators because honestly, I've been to the white manosphere spaces. I don't go in there talking and chatting and running my mouth, but I do some ear hustling because honestly, I listen to everybody. And when I say I listen to everybody, I listen to everybody. I listen to everybody. I listen to the black women content creators that go in on black men. I listen to them, and I listen to the black male content creators who go in on black women. I listen to everybody because I don't want one person's narratives programming me to feel a certain way about somebody. You feel me? If you listen to the same person day in and day out, they are going to eventually program your narratives and how you perceive the opposite sex. So I was ear hustling in the white manosphere spaces. Now, don't get me wrong. They talk about what black men talk about. They do. And they talk about, they kind of give the same topics. I notice in the white manosphere spaces, they tell other white men how to be cautious of certain women, right? How to protect themselves, just like the black male content creators do. They tell men how to be cautious of gold diggers, how to establish a business and a network. But you know what I notice? What the white men do that the black men don't do? I notice they would never address their women when they do it. I have yet to hear a white male content creator say, white women, white women, white women, white women ain't this, white women ain't that, white women ain't shit, white women are gold diggers. I never hear white men address white women as white women, but I have heard them say women. What's up, Sosa? I have heard the white manosphere guys say women. I've never heard them just address they women. I'm going to let that marinate for a minute because I know it's early. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I don't mind being told I'm wrong because we're all adults here. And this is not to put the white man up and the black man down. I'm just saying, period, how white people, they don't trash each other like we do. That's the point I'm trying to make y'all understand. There's nothing wrong with talking about black women. I am not against black men who talk about black women. Hell, I talk about black women. I go in on sisters too. But the thing about me, I go in on both. I don't just ride the same coattail and don't address the other. Because contrary to what anybody wants to believe, we all are dysfunctional in our own way. There's a lot of dysfunctionality in the black community. Even if you was raised in a household with a mother and a father, we all have some type of dysfunctionality. Now, the difference is some of us use our dysfunctionality as a crutch, as an excuse to be the way that we are. What I'm saying is, when I was eavesdropping in the white manosphere spaces, they go in on women. They do. They go in on women, but they don't bash they women when they go in on them. Now, I've heard them say, hey, you need to protect yourself. You know, don't let a woman come into your life. But I noticed they would say woman, 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 woman. Not don't let white women come into your life and destroy you. White men don't talk about they black white women like that. They generalize it. They don't specifically tear down they women. Now, same thing with some of the white women that I've been listening to. They don't tear down they white men. They don't do it. I don't hear them say white men ain't sugar, honey, iced tea. White men are deadbeats. Black people, we are the only race who does it. We will call each other out. We don't try to protect each other. We don't try to defend each other and make it so bad. We're making a profit. Not only are we trashing each other, we are profiting. We are making money out of humiliating each other. Sosa says, personally, I'm tired of the bashing. I've been clicking off. I don't want to hear it no more. That's pretty much where I'm there, Sosa. I have unsubscribed from a lot of channels because I just cannot take it anymore. And even though I know when they talk about Black women, they're not addressing me specifically, I cannot listen to that day in and day out. Not only I cannot listen to Black men who constantly drag Black women, I can't listen to Black women who constantly drag Black men. I can't listen to it. I'm married to a Black man. Because let me tell you something. You listen to that stuff long enough, it will poison you. It will poison you. It'll make you hate Black women. It'll make you hate Black men. You listen to that. What's up, King Bob? You listen to that day in and day out. I'm telling you, it will consume you. You cannot listen. You cannot, like I think like my grandmother used to tell me, you cannot sit around a lot of people who smoke cigarettes and think you're not going to smell like cigarettes. Or you can't go in a perfume factory and think you're not going to come out smell like perfume. When you hang around that type of energy, it's going to rub off on you. If I'm sitting around bitter Black women who talk pissy and bad about Black men all day, that energy gonna rub off on me, and I get home and be around my Black husband. He does something I don't like. It's in my mind. See, that's what they be saying. They be saying Black men be doing this. They be saying Black men. You have to be careful. You have to be careful what you feed your spirit. And when I say feed your spirit, it's not about just avoiding hanging around crackheads, avoiding hanging around alcoholics, avoiding hanging around prostitutes. You got to avoid hanging around people that speak poorly of Black people. It will make you feel bad about yourself. I have listened to content where people have made me feel bad about myself, and I don't even goddamn know them personally. Just the way they want to keep going in on females. It's like, damn, are we really that fucked up now? Even though I know I'm not that Black woman that they talk about. I'm not that one who got 4 or 5 kids or whatever. But still, you know, just being around that negative energy and hearing it day in and day out, it will drain you. So a lot of these spaces I don't go to, but I am going to be doing content on that, y'all. It's called the Black bashing gender culture. And this is something I definitely don't want to discuss by myself. I'm going to do a live panel on this. I'm definitely going to have some brothers and some sisters. I want to get the opinion of both. I want to do a live panel on the Black bashing gender culture and how it has taken over the YouTube stream, because like I said, it's a lot. The Black bashing culture movement is taken over, and basically it's consistent. Black bashing culture, for those of y'all who are not aware of it, because I am the first and only Black female content creator that has adopted this theory. So don't let nobody come up to y'all and take this theory like I didn't already put it out there. This is the first and the only, I'm the first and only Black female content creator on March 5th, 2021 that has introduced the Black bashing culture theory. And we're going to get down to the steak and the potatoes of it, because there are Black men and Black women content creators that are only building channels and platforms based specifically on bashing the opposite sex in the Black YouTube sector. That is all they do, is talk shit about Black men and Black women day in and day out. And the bad part about it is they are only giving knowledge, and they are only giving theories based on their own negative experiences, bias, theories, and prejudice philosophies. Because let's face it, there is a lot of prejudiceness in the Black community. Do y'all not believe that Black people are prejudiced against Black people? It's very overwhelming, Kels. It's just really gotten out of hand. And a lot of us know we still gonna believe that's what I'm saying. Sosa just said, Sosa just said, and a lot of us know we still gonna fuck with black women, so just find the one that's best for you. We make it harder than what it is. It's not about stay away from black men. And let me tell you something. These same black females that talk bad about black men, trust me, they still want that black man wood. They still want that black man dick. Let's call it out for what it is. They will talk about Pookie, but let Pookie come and smash after the club on ladies' night, getting free after 12 o'clock. Black people are the most hypocritical individuals on this planet that I have ever seen. Yes, I said it. Flag me. Y'all some hypocritical asses, because the main ones that talk trash, y'all be the main ones still smashing the chicks that y'all telling black men to stay away from. And the same thing with these black women. Black women will do content saying how black men ain't this and black men ain't that, but 4 of your baby daddies is black. It took you 4 baby daddies later to find out that black men ain't shit. It's a lot of phoniness. Stay away from black women. Stay away from big, bust up, overweight, obese black women. These are the chicks y'all are smashing on the side. These are the chicks these are the only chicks that you can get, because these are the only chicks that are attracted to you. But you want to come on YouTube acting like you this high value individual, and you're not. And I'm not saying all YouTube content creators are doing it, but I'm saying black people, we talk so much trash and we always degrading each other, but we still deal with each other. Which one is it? But we're going to save that for another time. But I just want to give y'all a summary. We're going to be talking about the black bashing culture the next time I come on here. So I'm going to send some emails out, because there's a couple of guys I want to do a live panel with. And of course, I'm going to have my same ladies that I always have. I'm going to have 𝐜𝐚𝐬. I'm going to have Ruby. I want to talk about this black bashing culture, because I am tired of black female content creators and black male content creators. Y'all cannot find nothing else to talk about. All we want to do is call each other out and talk about and let each other know who's more fucked up. And the bottom line is, both black men and black women, we all got a lot of work we got to goddamn do. We all are a work in progress in our own way. As a black woman, there is shit I'm struggling with that you may not be struggling with as a black man, and vice versa. It's stuff that I go through as a black woman you cannot relate to as a black man. And it's stuff that black men go through that a lot of us as black women, we're not going to be able to relate. I don't care how much we do content for 30, 40 hours. You are not us and we are not y'all. I could say black men ain't shit all day, but guess what? I'm not a black man to know a black man. I can only give opinions about a black man based on the dudes that I've been messing with, the dudes that I know. And I will say this, black women, y'all don't speak for all of us. Your baby daddy is an ain't shit baby daddy. Don't go around here programming all black women to think the way you think and adopt your ideologies. I be listening to Ear Hustling from the Clouds and listening to these black women go in on black men all day. Deadbeats. He ain't this, he ain't that. But what made him qualified to get the vagina? Yeah, after the fact. Now you want to talk so much trash about him. You didn't see none of his poor qualities before you got the D? Or you saw it, but you thought you could change it? What's up, Ishmael? I know it's been a while. Like I said, I can't never get into YouTube streets because it's too much goddamn traffic. Can't never get on here without 3 to 4 big content creators flooding the goddamn YouTube streets. They don't never let us small content creators get in and do anything. Damn. Let us have at least 5 minutes of the spotlight. I can't never get on here because, you know, like I said, the people will leave my small channel and go run to the channel that have 300 views and 400 views. And they talk about the same thing. They just spin a different goddamn narrative on it. It's just whatever. I'm not even gonna go there. Anyhow, but that's just the summary to let y'all know we're going to be talking about the black bashing culture, and how the black YouTube content creators are doing nothing but giving content talking poorly about the opposite sex within the black community. So just be prepared. We're going to talk about the black bashing culture. I'm going to talk about that next time I go live. I will keep y'all posted. I don't know, because on that topic, I want to get a few brothers in. So those one of those discussions where I'm going to have to do a live panel, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to have my sisters on there too. So we're going to get to that. So just be on the lookout. Now, I really wanted to talk about this morning. I wanted to talk about the Nikki Minaj and Safaree Samuels. Both of them get L's for picking up losers. Both get an L for 2021. This situation has gotten far out of hand. If y'all already don't know, Safaree Samuels has dumped his Thotianna, Erica Mena. Like we didn't see that was going to happen. We all knew it was a matter of time. Safaree Samuels, Nikki Minaj ex-boyfriend, we knew it was a matter of time that him and Thotianna was not going to be together. Now, for those of y'all who are not familiar with who these individuals are, Nikki Minaj, is one of the biggest successful female rap artists. Been in the game, I think she's been in the game over 10 years. And she has done successfully well with her career, but she has not been doing successfully well when it comes to choosing the right type of men to build a future with. Now, for those of y'all who are not familiar, her and Safaree was together for 10 years, for a long time before she got big in the industry. Okay? She was with Safaree for a very long time. Safaree was with her when she was a nobody. When nobody knew Nikki Minaj existed, Safaree was her strongest supporter, was her number one fan before she got big in the industry. Okay? And basically, she was his ride or die. They had a very strong, solid relationship. But as the saying goes, in due time, when money gets involved, when fame gets involved, you will see people's true colors. You will find out who is all for you, and you will find out who's not. Yes, Kels. Nikki is taking some L's. I'm sorry. I don't care how many fans, how many stands she got. She has taken some major L's this year. Now, I will definitely say my heart goes out to her for the loss of her father. I can only imagine how devastated she is behind that. I'm not going to speak anything negatively on that, but my heart goes out to her for losing her dad. I can only imagine what she's going through. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, the fact that her and Safaree made the dumbest decision when they left each other. And you know what? I know a lot of black couples who have done this, and we're going to talk about that. So as I stated, Safaree Samuels and Nikki Minaj was together for years before she got big in the industry. Nikki Minaj was in love with Safaree. They was in love with each other. Now, granted, now they not going to admit that now. They're going to talk shit about each other at this point because it's that love-hate thing, you feel me? When you love someone so much to the point you hate their ass. We all have been there, okay? So they was really in love with each other. But Safaree got tired of Nikki treating him like he was part of an entourage once her pockets got big, her fame got big, her ego got big. And she started treating the man who treated her like a queen. She treated him like Mississippi trash when she got big. And what happened was when Nicki Minaj got out there in the industry, got out there in the world, got out there and her career started growing, that's when other dudes started ear hustling her. That's how Meek Mill infiltrated, made his way in. He did the Nino Brown with G Money. Got in old girl ear. You get what I'm saying? He got in her ear, and by Safaree not really knowing how grimy the industry is, Safaree allowed a lot of dudes to get close to Nikki, and he didn't really protect her in a sense from other dudes not being able to manipulate her. I think personally Safaree Samuels was so in love with Nikki, he allowed a lot of shit to slide, and it basically costed him to where she didn't respect him. And I'm gonna just say this as a black woman. A black woman will not respect a black man who will let her do what the fuck she wants to do. I'ma just say that for the record. A black woman is not going to respect a black man who's just going to sit back and let her do what she wants. Now, granted, I have been in situations, I've been married. Matter of fact, my March 11th, my anniversary will be coming up. I've been married for 17 years, and I have been with my husband for 21 years. So we're supposed to be going to New Orleans for our anniversary. So anyway, I will say there was things that my husband had to program me on as a woman. Now, the average now you have some black women who have never been in a relationship. They will take it as if a black man is programming his woman, they will look at it like you're letting your man control you. You letting your man regulate you. But it's not so much about control. It's not about regulating. You have to protect your relationship. And my husband saw when I would get comfortable with guys in a way that I shouldn't have been comfortable in. And he would check me about it. Like, look, this dude is calling you too much. Hey, this dude is hanging out over here too much. And I had to allow him to have that say so and not look at it like he's regulating me. He's trying to run me. He's trying to tell me what to do. No, he's protecting me as his woman. He do not want me getting caught up in the matrix of manipulative dudes out here who can get in my ear and hustle me. My husband would tell me, hey, this dude calling you too much. He up to something. Why he decide to come over here when I'm not home? My husband would make me peep shit about other dudes that my feminine energy could not detect. You feel me? That's why as a woman, it's important to allow your man to guide you. And the same thing, as a woman, as a man, if your woman is telling you, hey, this bitch hanging around you too much, why is she always calling you to take her to work? It's not about controlling each other. You got to protect your goddamn relationship because you got some miserable, lonely ass individuals out here who don't want to see people happy. You got black men who will talk shit about black women day in and day out, but be mad if he sees another black man has a beautiful, voluptuous, supportive, badass black woman. He will undercoverly hate on you for that. But will tell you black women ain't shit when y'all have y'all conversations at the sports ball, hanging out, shooting pool, but will low-key hate on you for your beautiful black queen. I'm telling you, it's a lot of broken, bitter-ass black men out here, like it's a lot of broken, bitter-ass black women. They don't want to see a black man be happy with a black woman. You got broken black women. They don't want to see a black woman be happy with her black man. And you know what? It's so sad. Black people, we don't give each other enough of credit. We quit to down each other just off the fact of being black. Oh, if he with her, it's probably because he got money. She probably only with him because he got money. Or he only with her because she's submissive. We would not, black men and black women, we won't give each other credit for nothing. I have had black women down my relationship and don't even know me. I've had black women do it on you. I've had black women who I have had cyber arguments with in a chat room. I've had a black woman told me, I think I'm all that because I'm married. What the hell? It's like black people don't believe in black love. If you say you a married black woman, what's up, Tyden? Tyden in the building. It's like you're a black woman. You're not supposed to be proud to be with a black man. You're a pick me if you are proud of your black husband. You a simp if you're proud of your black wife. What the hell is going on up in here with black people? We can't be proud of each other. We can't show our black queens off, our black kings off without simping or dick limping or dick riding. What the hell? I don't see white people do that though. But anyway, back to lesson at hand. So Safaree basically allowed dudes to infiltrate Nicki Minaj. How you think Meek Mill slid in there so quick? Safaree didn't even have his goddamn Versace, Gucci, and Gabbana bag packed good before Meek Mill wasn't already smashing. You know why? Because Safaree had loved Nicki Minaj so much, he wanted his woman to shine. But you know what other black men was calling it? They called it simping. Safaree was called a simp for allowing his black woman to shine. And he was allowing her to shine because he wanted both of them to win. He knew the bigger Nicki got, the bigger the opportunities would be for the both of them. There's nothing wrong with letting your man or your woman shine before you. My husband has allowed me to have my moment to shine and showcase without being threatened or feeling some type of way, and vice versa. When it was his moment to shine, his business was growing and he was doing great. I didn't cock block on that. But it's sad that I can't support my black husband without other black women saying I'm a damn mammy. I'm weak. I'm submissive. I'm a pick me because I support my husband. Not a Pookie, my husband. Somebody I'm married to. And as black men, look at Russell Simmons. He can't talk about his black wife without black men calling him a simp. That's his wife. Regardless of what, that's who he chose to marry. He not going around here impregnating 4-5 different females and paying child support to all of them. Y'all don't talk about them. Y'all don't ride these Pookies like y'all riding black men who happy to be with black women. Y'all ain't saying nothing to them. Address the Pookies. How about that? But I want to get back to this, y'all. We're going to talk about Nicki Minaj and Safaree Samuels. So basically, Nicki, when her career got big, she started treating Safaree like a busboy. And he said this on his interview. He said that is the reason he left Nicki Minaj, because she started treating him like he was part of the entourage. And again, that came from the fact these dudes was getting in Nicki Minaj's head, starting with Meek Mill. That's how Meek Mill got in there so quick. Then when she got with Meek Mill, I said that relationship was not going to last. When Nicki Minaj first got with Meek Mill, I posted on Twitter, not Twitter, I think Twitter, one of them, Facebook. You know how many black women called me a hater for that? It wasn't black men who did it. It was black women who called me a hater because I said Nicki Minaj and Safaree was not going to last. You know what black women said to me when I said that? They said, you a hater. What? Another thing about black people, why y'all want to bring up people money when we got an opinion about a celebrity? Well, at the end of the day, at least she got money. She ain't broke like y'all. I don't expect, I know Nicki got money. Of course, duh, she's a multi-millionaire. But guess what? You think multi-millionaires can't make dumbass decisions because they millionaires? You got black people, y'all cape so hard for people who don't give a shit about y'all. Y'all do it with content creators. Y'all do it with celebrities. Y'all will cape and ride or die for people that won't even lend your ass a prepaid gas card. And be caping hard. Y'all do it with content creators. Y'all do it with celebrities, with athletes. Y'all just haters. No, I'm not a hater. I'm just not a participator. I'm not going to like who you like or support who you support. That makes me different. Because I got my own mind and I'm not rocking with who you think I should rock with. We use the word hater so loosely. Every time you disagree with somebody's narratives or you disagree with not capable for somebody, you automatically, or consider a hater. It's sad. But when I posted, I knew that relationship was going to be a disaster. You know how I knew? Nikki Minaj and Meek Mill was not going to last because both of them are too damn egotistical. Both of them got egos. Meek Mill think he the shit and so do Nikki Minaj. Both of y'all can't get together thinking y'all both the shit. Because it's going to turn to shit eventually. And that's what happened. When Meek Mill got with Nikki, he showed his ass. He was already an arrogant type of guy. But when he pulled one of the baddest chicks in the game, she really stroked his ego. And she did, and Nikki was not fooling nobody. Nikki did that because she was butthurt about Safaree leaving her because she never thought Safaree was going to have the balls to leave her because that's how much in love he was with her. And that's how much she thought she had Safaree wrapped around her finger. You got some women that are like that. Oh, I know this. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He wouldn't have been nothing if it wasn't for me. She talked about Safaree like Mississippi trash when she got with Meek Mill. Talked about how she paid for the man hairline. She paid for this. She paid for that. I'm like, and that was your man. So you not making Safaree look bad because you saying what you did for him. Y'all was together in a relationship. I hate when people do stuff like that. Y'all break up. They want to talk about what the hell they paid for. We was together. We had a relationship. Duh. So if you did pay for Safaree hairline, I mean, that don't give you no like one up. Because it's stuff he did for you that a lot of other men have not done. So anyway, when Nicki Minaj got with Meek Mill, and I posted that the relationship was it was going to be an epic disaster. Guess what happened? They broke up. So I went back under my same comment that I had posted to see if any of the black women who basically had a problem with me when I made that statement, to see if they was going to come back and reiterate on it. And you know they didn't. No one had nothing to say. And I knew that relationship was a recipe for disaster. So anyway, Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill broke up. Then she tried to get with Nas. That definitely wasn't going to work. Because Nas is very philosophical. He's highly intelligent. I already knew that was not going nowhere. I knew that was going to end quicker than an order at a McDonald's drive-thru. I knew that was going to be quick because you ain't really hear nothing of it. She was trying to push up on Nas because she's Nicki, but Nas ain't no dummy. He already knew she's a pigeon airhead. He wasn't going for it, especially after what he went through with Khalees. Nas wasn't about to like fool with Nicki Minaj on that level. She was trying, but Nas wasn't having it. Nas is one of those black men. You have to be a black woman of a really high standard for Nas to even look at your ass. So I already knew she wasn't really going to get anywhere with that. And of course she didn't. So then comes out the blue, Kenneth Pedophile Pookie Petty. Nicki Minaj got so desperate because every dude she kept trying to get to replace Safaree. She was trying to replace that hurt. She was trying to replace that pain. Exactly, Titan. Nas just wanted to sample it, yeah. And that was a quick sample. She wasn't going to get anywhere with him because, for one, Nas is older. Nas is not on the level Meek Mill, Lil Wayne. He ain't nowhere on that level. He's a man of high intelligence. You got to be a very highly intellectual woman to be able to vibe with a man like Nas. I already knew that wasn't going to get nowhere. That was like oil and water. So out the blue, here comes Kenneth Petty, Pedophile Pookie, beta male incel, registered sex offender. And she had the audacity to lie and talk about she been knew him. They been friends back in the day. She did not know that dude at all. She had just broken up with Meek and stopped seeing Nas. Out the blue, this man came out the blue. Now, she might have knew Kenneth Petty from around the way, but she did not know him well. And the reason that Nikki got with Pedophile Pookie was when Safaree Samuels got with Erica Mena, aka Latina Thotianna. Now I want to park the Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Pedophile Pookie. I want to park that right quick. Let me just park that. Nicki Minaj made that decision spontaneously because Safaree Samuels had moved on. She was butt hurt that Safaree had moved on, and her hurt had magnified, especially when Safaree had got Erica Mena pregnant. Now, I'm going to be honest. I was very disappointed when Safaree chose Erica Mena out of all the women he could have chose on this planet. The bitch is a doorknob. Everybody had a goddamn turn. Okay? She's an Uber. She's a Lyft driver. She has been around the block several times. Anybody who knows Erica Mena, she came from the show Love and Hip Hop. Okay? Erica Mena has been with men and women. She's a trisexual. She will try any goddamn thing. Erica Mena done been with Bow Wow. She done been with damn Rich Dollars. She done been with Sin, a female. She done been with, y'all can name all the people she been with in the damn chat. We all know she's been with several people. I forgot some of them. It's too damn many to count off a hand. Erica Mena is she's a pretty Thotianna, meaning she's pretty, but she's a thought. And I am tired of black men, not all of y'all. All of y'all don't do it. I'm tired of y'all giving pretty women a fuckery pass because they light skinned and got long hair. That don't mean nothing. A thought is a goddamn thought. When Safaree got with Erica Mena, I was amazed at how many people was happy for him that he chose that Latina Thotianna. That's who he chose. This woman has a whole facts record from here to Afghanistan and the damn Netherlands. Now, I will tell Safaree that was a simp ass move. That you would want a woman of that status, of that caliber. But you have some dudes, I'm going to say this. You have some black men that are color struck. They only like light skin or white. If it ain't light or white, it ain't right. And Safaree has already demonstrated, based on the type of women he has chosen, that he has a color complex. He was dealing with Nikki Baby. Nikki Baby, I think, was Italian. Then he went from dealing with her to dealing with Erica Mena. Oh, no, my bad. First, he dealt with Nikki Minaj, and we already know Nikki Minaj is light skinned. Then he went from Nikki Minaj to Nikki Baby. Coincidentally, you're going to deal with a woman who had the same name as your ex. He went from Nikki Minaj to Nikki Baby, who was an Italian female. Then you went from her to this Puerto Rican Erica Mena, who's known to be toxic and volatile. Now, I will say this. What's going to happen is Safaree's going to be one of those bitter ass black men that's going to hate he's going to hate women because of the type of women he's chosen. What's up, Don Bossellini? Safaree is going to end up being one of them brothers that's going to be caping hard for a black female basher, because he's going to take all of his negative experiences with women and he's going to hate all women. Now, Safaree met Erica Thotianna Mena through Love and Hip Hop. First of all, he had no business even wanting a female that been on a reality show. He already took an L just by, for one, Safaree took an L by getting on the goddamn show. I'm not going to lie. I lost a lot of respect for Safaree Samuels when he got on that show. I liked Safaree Samuels when he was a discreet, low-key guy. He wasn't always trying to be seen. I've never cared for men who love to be seen more than women. I've always liked guys, even before I got married. I always liked guys that was discreet, set in the background. I always been attracted to men who can get my attention without getting my attention, if that makes any sense to anybody. I've never liked loud, obnoxious, egotistical dudes. I've always looked for the quietest, laid-back guy in the room. Safaree used to be that guy. And what he did was he let Nikki rub him so wrong to the point she bruised his ego. So he had to start putting himself out there. And he started when he got on that Love and Hip Hop show. And that made me look at him different. I liked him more when he was not that I want to be seen guy. And then he started doing all this extra shit on Instagram, taking his shirt off, letting everybody see his body. I don't like men who want other women to want them. I'm only attracted to men who has his mind on only wanting a certain woman to desire him. If you're one of those dudes, you want every woman to want you, I've never been into them kind of dudes. My husband is a laid back type of guy. When I met him, he was sitting way in the background. Nobody noticed him, but I did. And any woman who has any real dignity or self-worth, she's not going to go after the dude that all the women are checking for. She wants the dude that is not thirst seeking for women to want him. You have some dudes, they love attention more than black women. Let's be frank. We ain't going to talk about that, though, are we? Be taking more selfies. I can't tell y'all how many black men I see take more selfies than women. I'm like, bruh, that looks kind of sugary suspect when I see a dude taking more pictures than a woman. Why you want women to notice you that bad? Damn, you ain't got enough confidence in yourself to not be posting 1,000 pictures? You have a lot of black men who will complain about black women, but they do shit that black women do. Love attention. And that's what Safaree did. Safaree was so butthurt about the relationship and Nikki rubbing her and Meek Mill and Nas, because let's face it, Nikki was doing a lot. Now Nikki Minaj was always posted up with Meek Mill, taking provocative pictures with her on top of Meek Mill, doing all this extra stuff. I'm like, Nikki Minaj, you're not fooling nobody. We know you really trying to piss Safaree off because you butthurt that he left you. You thought Safaree was so soft, he wasn't going to have the balls to leave you. Safaree was soft, but let me tell you, Safaree was soft for Nikki. That's what it was. He wasn't a soft guy. You got some guys that are just soft for a certain woman, and nothing is wrong with that. That does not make you a simp because you're soft for a certain woman. Now, if you soft for every woman, then yeah, that's simping. Like my husband, he's soft for me. I can get him to do a lot of stuff that the average woman not going to be able to get him to do. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in a relationship together. It's okay to be soft, but be soft for one woman. Because I don't like a B2. I don't like a B. Me personally, I don't like a B2 nigga. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what a B2 nigga is. Be too damn friendly. Be too damn talkative. Be too much on other goddamn women faces. I don't like a B2 Negro. Okay? I don't like a man that's overly friendly. Every time a woman want to talk to him, he want to hold a conversation. No, goddamn, be mean sometimes. No, I don't want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, when Safaree still didn't truly recover, because you can leave somebody just because you left a relationship. That don't mean you over a person. That just means you made the first move. I know plenty of people who broke up with somebody and they really didn't want to break up with that person. They just wanted to be the first to break off the relationship. Y'all get what I'm saying? If that make any sense to y'all in the chat. You got some people who really don't want to lose their relationship, but it's like they see the relationship crashing like a plane going down. They see it crashing. They see it getting ready to crash. So you have some people, they will jump ship from a relationship just so they could be the first to say, well, I let him go first, or I let her go first, just so they could get that one up in there. That's what Safaree did. Safaree jumped ship because he saw Nikki was getting ready to flip the script on his ass. So he said, you know what? I'm going to leave her first. I'm going to leave for some type of dignity. That way, if things go left, at least I can say I left her first. You feel me? So he left the relationship knowing he was still broken, knowing he still had feelings for her. And you have a lot of black men and black women that do that. How many of y'all know couples who left their husband, left their wife, left their man, left their woman, knowing they still wanted that woman, knowing they still wanted that man, but it was that ego. If it was not that ego, it was their friends getting in their head. I wouldn't have been taking that, or I would have been dealing with that. People who already wasn't rocking with y'all, didn't want to see y'all happy to begin with. People who did not want to see our relationship be successful was sitting and waiting and praying on the moment for y'all to break up, getting in your head, and you let it happen. And it happens all the time. So anyway, Nick Safaree got on the show, and that's when his ego got big, talking to all these reality show hoes, messing with Nikki Baby. Now, the one woman he would have been compatible with, he did not want her. Now, him and Juju, if y'all are not familiar with Juju, Juju is the ex-fiance of rapper Cameron. Very beautiful Jamaican, dark-skinned woman. Gorgeous. Has a body out of this world. Very sweet, very, just very womanly. Nothing ratchet about her. Now, Safaree and Juju, they both was of Jamaican descent. They was talking, and basically, I remember Safaree Samuels met Juju on the Love and Hip Hop show. His own mother said, I like Juju. She's somebody I can see you with. He didn't choose Juju. Why? Because she's dark-skinned. Let's be frank. Let's call it for what it is. Because, again, look at all the women Safaree has been with. You can tell a lot about a man or a woman based on the type of women or men they keep choosing. I'm going to tell you guys who got a color complex. Just because it's white and light, that don't make it right. I will say it again. Just because it's light and white, that don't make it right. Just because she light and got long hair, that don't mean she gonna care. Because a lot of you dudes are infatuated with women that aren't good for you. But you are the same dudes that will cake for other black men who talk bad about black women because you keep choosing the same type of black women. She got to be light skinned. She got to be high yellow. I mean, if that's your preference, that's fine. But guess what? Your preference could be the very thing that destroys you. And that go both ways. And I'm going to talk about the women. I'm not just going to get on the guys on the platform all day. But that's the problem. It's too much of a color complex. Y'all got these types. And your type is not going to always work for you. What's up, Tanya? Yes, sis. Tanya says, trifling comes in all shades. I cannot preach this more than enough. You go by a person's character, not their color. Black men, y'all don't act like y'all don't understand that. And the same thing with black women. You think white men ain't trifling? You think white men ain't deadbeats? You think white men ain't bums? Sosa says, right, Mocha, I choose on how she treats me, regardless of her color. That's what the boy, and it's always been that way for me. Kev, you're a light-skinned dude, a dark-skinned dude. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. I'm not interested in you. That's the bottom line. So Safaree got with 𝐜𝐻𝐚'𝐬 because he has a color complex. He likes light-skinned women. So because Erica looked good to him, that's who he chose. And like my grandmother used to say, just because something look good to you, that don't mean it's good for you. He picked up 𝐜𝐻𝐚'𝐬, a known toxic, dysfunctional Latino woman who's known to have toxic relationships. She's had more men than the goddamn Navy. She has had more men on her than the damn Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the field. What's up, Jay Shine? I'm glad you here, Jay Shine. I'm gonna give me your email because I want to do a live panel with you soon, and I'm gonna email you about it later. I'm glad you came on here because you was on my mind. I'm like, I got to get Jay Shine email again. So please hook me up with that because I got to get up with you and do a panel. We got to make some things happen. But yeah, it's too many guys, and that's how y'all getting screwed. You better ask Dr. Dre. Light and white don't make it right. Better ask Tiger Woods. Y'all seen a lot of brothers getting screwed by women of other colors, and y'all still sitting up here putting these snow bunnies on the pedestal. Yeah, email me. Please. Definitely do that. I'm serious now because I knew a couple of times I've been saying I was going to do a panel, but I'm like literally serious. So definitely email me. Hershey Kisses in the building. What's up? How you doing? Long time. What's up, David Kaysen? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the chat. Like I said, I had to get on these YouTube streets early because y'all favorite content creators, y'all big YouTube content creators, they be flooding the YouTube streets. They take over the whole traffic. They don't never let us little YouTubers get 5 minutes to shine. Soon as I log on here at 7, 6 in the morning, all the big YouTubers, they done already flooded the traffic. And here it is. I got to park my little 1986 Hyundai platform on the side of the street because all the big YouTubers, they don't never let us small YouTubers get a moment. It's so annoying. But back to this at hand. So Safaree chose 𝐜𝐻𝐚'𝐬, which was an epic disaster because, again, Safaree Samuels, like a lot of these brothers out here, got a color complex. If it ain't light and white, it ain't right. If it's darker brown, he ain't down. You feel me? What's up, Thotianna? So he chose Thotianna What's up to Thotianna PLA? What's up? Appreciate you, sir, for stopping in the building. Average Joe, how are you? White or light is the beauty standard in America, and we just go along with it without thinking. Some of my best friends were born brown skin. I hear you. I feel you. I feel you. So he got with Thotianna, Latina Thotianna, because she's light skinned and she's Puerto Rican with long hair, you know, and that's who he chose. Knowing she's a doorknob, everybody don't have to goddamn turn. He chose her any goddamn way. Just like we thought, not only he chose her, he had the audacity to nut in this chick. He nut in that nut and gave her a damn child. Go figure. He was so butthurt about Nicki Minaj, he had to get Latina Thotianna pregnant. And the thing about it, I had peeped through what Safaree Samuels was doing. When he found out Thotianna, 𝐜𝐚𝐚'𝐬, was pregnant, he was overly posting about it. Because I really want y'all to see how effed up Nicki Minaj and Safaree Samuels, how they both put each other in shitty situation. That's why I'm discussing this. Because it's stuff I've been peeping. Y'all probably didn't peep. Maybe some of y'all peeped it. But when he got 𝐜𝐚𝐚'𝐬 pregnant, right? He kept posting all of these Instagram pictures about her pregnancy. And it's like he wanted Nicki Minaj to know it. Because remind you, Nicki Minaj couldn't have any kids around that time. She was struggling. She didn't have any kids. And Nicki Minaj kept stressing how bad she wanted a baby. Not only that, when Nicki Minaj and Safaree first broke up, okay, she said in her first initial interview with Angie Martinez, y'all can go on YouTube, Google it up, put in Nicki Minaj and Angie Martinez. When I say Nicki Minaj was devastated about Safaree leaving her, she talk all that big shit now, but she did not take that breakup well. It killed her to her soul. Any woman who's been a real fan of Nicki Minaj knows that. I was a big fan of her, so I'm telling you what I know. This ain't something I'm making up. That girl almost broke down and cried during that interview when she talked about Safaree. She was broken when he left her. And you know what she said? She said, yeah, it's still the same, Thotianna. Appreciate y'all. Anybody who want to donate to the movement, you're more than welcome. If you can't donate, just give me a thumbs up. I'll take that as well. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the likes, everybody who's in the building. Now, she said she wanted to have a child from Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj said she wanted to have a child from Safaree. Her dream was to have a baby from Safaree. She wanted to have babies from him. Now, Angie Martinez asked her, she said, do you think if your career had never came about that y'all relationship would have lasted? Nicki Minaj said this whole words. She said she honestly felt if her career wouldn't have took off, her and Safaree would have been married and they would have had babies. She was in love with that dude. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I can tell it's that certain look a woman gives you when she talks about a certain man. Only women know that look. When you, to all my ladies, you know when you're really passionate about a dude, you're really in love with him, and somebody brings him up, it's a certain type of vibe you get when you're talking about that man, because you know your heart still pity pats for him. And because think about it, Nicki Minaj didn't leave that relationship, he did. So she didn't heal from that. You know what I'm saying? So what ended up happening was Safaree knew that. Because let me tell y'all something. When you are in a relationship with somebody, y'all share deep, secret, inner thoughts. That's what husband and wives do. That's what boyfriends and girlfriends do. When y'all been together a long time, y'all share deep stuff. Y'all say, you know what? I can't wait till we have some babies one day. I can't wait till we get our first house. Trust and believe, Nikki and Nikki Minaj and Safaree, they have discussed these deep things. They've been together for 10 years. How can you not discuss that? And you've been with somebody that long. They have some deep conversations. And let me tell you something. That's why Safaree intentionally was rubbing that shit in her face. I peeped what he was doing. Sosa says that's one thing we have to stop doing as people having babies out of wedlock. Black people don't get it. This has been an ongoing problem. They just want to keep having children outside of the relationship, and that's why we have all of these problems. Safaree knew what he was doing when he was rubbing 𝐜𝐻𝐚'𝐬's newfound pregnancy in Nikki Minaj's face. He knew what he was doing. He was doing it out of spite to hurt Nikki Minaj because he wanted Nikki Minaj to see that he was happy without her. He moved on. Y'all, come on now. We all have been there. We've seen couples go tat for tat, toe to toe, you know what I'm saying, to try to retaliate or get back at each other during the breakup. You know, people get petty. They do all kind of stuff. So when Safaree got Thotianna, 𝐜𝐻𝐚'𝐬 knocked up, he went on a rampage. He was constantly posting pictures of him and 𝐜𝐻𝐚'𝐬 together, rubbing it in Nicki Minaj's face. No one is going to get back to her. And before you know it, here comes Nikki Minaj with Kenneth Pedophile Pookie. Now, back to the situation with Nikki and Kenneth Petty. What's up, Bruce? Nikki moved on very quickly. This guy came out of nowhere like a zit. And she's tried to convince her fans that she been knowing this dude. She did not know this dude like that because Nikki would have been put him out there. She was putting everybody else out there that she didn't know. She was putting it out with her and Nikki. Oh, thanks to Thotianna for the $10 donation. Appreciate it. I didn't have my phone turned up, so I didn't hear when my Cash App came through. Thank you to Thotianna. I appreciate it, sir. So she got with Kenneth Pedophile Pookie quick when she found out Safaree was having a child with Erica. Oh, this is what couples do. This is that petty breakup shit. Oh, I'm gonna get a one up on you. You got somebody, I'm gonna get somebody. You got somebody pregnant, well, I'm gonna get pregnant by somebody. This is that same manipulative, childish ass game that a lot of couples do when they break up with somebody. They want to post these Instagram pics. They want to post these Facebook pics. Look at me now. Look at me with my new woman. Look at me with my new man. David 𝐜𝐚𝐬 says she got that rebound dude out of spite instead of seeking self-help. Abso-freaking-lutely. And I have preached this 1,000 times, Mr. 𝐜𝐚𝐬. Every time I have ever discussed Nicki Minaj, I have told black women we have a problem with this. Do not move on to another man unless you have healed, because you will be making decisions based on your emotions. That's the worst thing any woman can do. When you decide to jump on the next man because you want to prove to this man, oh, if you got somebody, I can get somebody. Nicki Minaj did not give her mind or her vagina or her heart time to heal. Ladies, 3 things you have to let heal before you get with the next man: your heart, your mind, and your vagina. Those 3 things got to heal before you get with the next man. Because you know what's going to happen? When you're so broken, it's not going to take much for the next man to impress you. You get what I'm saying? I need some real sisters in the church today to testify. If you want them phony black women who act like you ain't never done some dumb shit, just get out my chat room. Because I don't have time for people who act like they got their shit together. I haven't always had my stuff together. I need you to exit the building. But for all my sisters who have been there, could testify, bring your behind to the altar. Come to the front of the altar and admit that you had to detox. Not detox. Detox. That one guy put it on you so good. You was never able to rehabilitate from the penis. Oh, I got to write that down. We got to talk about that, ladies. I'm gonna get with y'all later on that dick toxin, because a lot of y'all need the dick talks. Thank you, Hershey Kisses. We got one sister who came to the altar. I need some more sisters up in here to come to the altar who have had a dick tox moment. I need more sisters up in here. Somebody ain't being honest. We need some sisters to step forth in the congregation. I need you to come to the altar. Meet me at the altar if you have had a dick talks moment. Oh, we got sister number 2. Sister number 2 is in the building. Second sister has come to the altar to have a dick talks moment. I will put myself up there. I had a dick talks moment. I have some honest sisters in here. Praise Jesus, praise the Lord. Nadia Gray. I got another sister, third sisterhood done come through. She had a dick talks moment. Thank you. See, sisters, all black women, we don't lie. We don't lie. We will tell you, I had a dick talks moment. That's why I had to hurry up and get married. Because I cannot get dick down and not catch feelings. I'm not good at that. You're not going to dick me down and make me, and I don't catch feelings. I cannot speak for other black women. I cannot speak for other sisters, but my heart and my vagina has always been on the same. They got to be in agreement. If I'm not feeling you, I can't let you feel me, if that makes any sense. I had one dick talks moment where a guy, I physically was involved with a certain guy, and this guy did tricks that I have never experimented and had me singing to the choir. I was reaching for shit that wasn't even up there. That was my dick talk moment. And when I found out I was not the only female he was dicking down, I had a Tyler Perry moment. I was stalking dude. I was to this dude's job. I went to the Starbucks he used to go to. Well, no, they ain't had no Starbucks back then. But it was a certain coffee shop he used to go to. He had me looking for his ass in the daylight with a flashlight. I was looking for this dude. I'm like, how dare you turn me the hell out and break out like that? That's the worst shit a man can do to a woman. All my dick talk sisters in the congregation had that one dude that experimented, that found the goddamn combination to your body, that made it respond in ways where you felt like the whole world was the goddamn earthquake and it was only your ass shaking. I thought the whole world was an earthquake and it was just me. Cause this dude was older than me, so he knew what he was doing and he knew I was not experienced. And he took full advantage. I'm telling these young women, do not mess with them older dudes, because they will, I'm telling you, these young guys will hump you like a rabbit. But these older, mature guys, they know how and when to. They gotta finesse. These older guys know how to finesse their backstroke. I said, oh my gosh. It's crazy, man. Exactly. That's supreme stroke game. Nothing like an experienced man that knows what to do. I'm telling you, it'll have you like crack, bro. That's why some females, I get on black women a lot, but I understand. You know, when you have black women who, you have some sisters who do some dumb shit. If you got a guy who done stroked you in a way you never been stroked, it's like a crackhead getting that first hit. You literally be gone. You be in a whole nother zone when you get that first real orgasm, and you've been dealing with like a lot of damn, like, you know, loser ass dudes who so worried about getting themselves off, they don't know how to stimulate you. And when you get that one guy that takes his time with you and he finds the combination to your vagina, you gone. You on a whole nother planet. You like a goddamn like zombie. I ain't. Look here. Good dick dudes a mess. They'll mess you up. I'm not even gonna lie. You got to really be careful. You got to really be careful. Like I said, especially if you're a woman that hasn't really been a whore. Now, a woman who has hoed around, she don't know how to be stimulated because her body has been tampered with too much. But if you're the type of female, you don't get around a lot like that, and you sexually get involved with a guy who knows what he's doing, and he finds the combination. And like I said, this is only for women who haven't been around. If you haven't been around the block a lot and you get that. See, my daughter just said it. And them be the ones, once they bait you, they drag the hell out your ass. My daughter just co-signed on it. I tell you, that detox have you driving, that it'll have you letting them drive your car and he ain't got no license. And then you got to flip it. You got to keep it going. I know I'm way off subject, but I had to say that. We all grown folks in here. I hope y'all kids wasn't around, but I had to say that. Yeah, it's bad, Sosa. Google mods, it done got real terrible. I think the other day I was in somebody's chat room and I posted the word sperm. It blocked that. Cause I only thing I said Pookie sperm be fertile. It blocked that. I'm telling y'all, to the point, the freedom of speech is about to go 100% out the door. You really can't even express yourself anymore. It done got bad, y'all. We grown folks and we can't even like say what the hell we want to say. It done got bad. It done got really, really, really sad. Yeah, but you have to, you know, so ladies, we're going to talk about that detox congregation. We're going to have a congregation talk about that dick toxin. Because there's a lot of sisters that's gone in the mind. They gone because Pookie done put them in the zone. They gone. Pookie penis has power. You got to be more careful. But back to the situation with Safaree, y'all. Because I wanted to talk about this. Okay, so he got knocked up he knocked up 𝐜𝐚𝐚'𝐬. Now, in the process of him and 𝐜𝐚𝐚'𝐬 being together, a lot of people was kind of dragging Safaree. Like they kind of doing Russell Wilson. They was dragging Safaree. And it wasn't black men. It was mostly black women that was dragging Safaree. Because he was overly putting a whore on the pedestal. I don't know about anybody else, but I have a problem with men who love to put hoes on the pedestal. If you know your woman done been around a block more than an Uber driver, you don't need to be sitting up here like, you know what I'm saying, putting her up there like she's God's gift to men, because she's not. And you have some guys who act like people don't know their wife or your woman, your baby mama ain't been all over the place like that. And that's what amazes me about some of these guys. I'm like, you up here talking about your wife is so wonderful and so great, but your wife has a past. She has a whole facts from here to Swahili, and y'all act like nobody knows that. Yeah, Dick Talks Chronicles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get with the ladies on my other channel on that. We're gonna have to talk about the Detox Chronicles, because I got to help my sisters rehabilitate from the Pookie penis. I got to get my sisters together. I got to help my ladies out. We're gonna have to talk about that. We're gonna have to do the Dick Talks Chronicles. Good idea, Jay Shine. So, but Safaree put 𝐜𝐚𝐚'𝐬 up there, and a sister started gunning for him because of the type of female he chose. 𝐜𝐴 had the audacity. Now, this is where I'm gonna get on you brothers at. I'm about to get on you guys. Certain male content creators who shall remain nameless. 𝐜𝐴 did a video going viral talking about how a lot of people want to call her man corny because he's a good black man. And basically, 𝐜𝐴, she was calling herself caping for black men at the time because she was pregnant from one, saying how black women, the problem is y'all only want thugs. Y'all don't know nothing about a good black man. Safaree is a good black man. He has a good heart. It's y'all black women, y'all just only want these Pookies and Ray Rays. 𝐜𝐴 was going on black women. And you know who couldn't wait to celebrate it? It was the black male content creators. All of them had to run on YouTube and hurry up and upload 𝐜𝐴 Thotianna video because she wants to praise black men. My thing is, don't just praise black men when it's convenient for you. You ain't been praising black men. You ain't praised the black man until you got with one. So sit down and have several seats. None of that shit means nothing to me. No, Mocha, don't do that. I love my Pookie pop, my Pookie dick power. You is messy Titan. You and the rest of y'all, you Pookie penis men. That's what I'm saying. So when 𝐜𝐴, I don't know if some of y'all remember when her video went viral. You had all these dudes who ran to YouTube who couldn't wait to let black women know there was this Thotianna Latino broad who was caping for black men. And that's what kills me with some of these male content creators. Look, I don't have a problem with y'all rocking for the women who rock for black men. I don't have a problem with that. But my thing is, look at the type of women who y'all give a pass just because she says she support black men. First of all, 𝐜𝐴 does not represent the epitome of a black woman. That's another thing. Let me just go ahead and put this out here. I have a problem with non-colored black women who got an opinion about colored black women. Just like I have a problem with non-colored black men who have an opinion about black men. No woman who's not born in America, who's not a black woman, she does not know black women. She knows black women based on the narratives that she has learned from the Manosphere or other places within the black YouTube sector. A lot of these non-colored women are only regurgitating the points that black men have already been preaching for years. But because it's coming from somebody that's light-skinned, long hair, y'all want to give them accolades. They're not saying anything other black men have not already been saying about black women. They're just regurgitating the points and they're profiting off of it. They're just remixing and recycling knowledge that black men have already set forth. So they don't get any brownie points. Like, I'm not about to listen to a white man go in on no black man. If let's say if a white male decided to become a content creator and he has an avatar, let's say there's a white male who decides to start a content talking about black men, and he's a nice looking white guy. He has a nice looking avatar. He looks good, and he's always caping for black women by always talking poorly about black men. My thing is, why would I listen to him when, for one, he's not even my color? He cannot relate to me as a black woman. So why am I going to give him a pass to talk about black men when he can't even relate to me as a black woman? But let me tell y'all something, black people. Y'all so badly want people to hate what the hell y'all hate. Y'all would give people a fucking pass just because. Let me tell you something. Oscar the Grouch could start a channel talking bad about black women, and y'all fools will go and run and support it, and y'all will subscribe. Yes, yes, yes. He's talking about black women. We can't stand these black bitches. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go support him. Let's go share his video. That is crazy. We will cape for anybody just because they don't like something we like, not understanding their motives. Miss Piggy could have an avatar talking bad about black men. You know how many bitter, broken black sisters gonna subscribe to her channel just because she's talking about black men? Y'all don't care who y'all support as long as they going in on who y'all don't like. And y'all are so blinded. And the problem with the black community is so many. I'm going to tell y'all the biggest problem with black men and black women. And I'm going to get back to the Safaree thing. But this goes into my ties with this. The reason why there's so many black men and black women who don't get along, because all of us, believe it or not, I'm going to tell y'all why we don't like each other. I'm going to tell you why black men got a problem with black women and black women got a problem with black men. I'm going to tell you why this whole bashing black culture is getting out of hand. The truth of the matter is we all are the rejected community. What's up, Queen of the South? It's not a black woman community. It's not a black man community. It's called the rejected, the outcasted community. Every last one of us has been rejected by one another in some shape or form. That's why we can't stand each other. Period. Point blank. Y'all can listen to all the dating coaches you want who hate the women y'all hate. You can listen to all the dating coaches you want who hate the men that you hate. The bottom line is a lot of black men and black women are scorned, bitter, and butt hurt because at some point in time, we have all been rejected by one another. Bottom line, y'all trying to make it deeper than what it is. It's not that deep. A black man has a problem with black women because he done been rejected by too many of them, starting with his own goddamn black mother who gave birth to him. And that's why he can't stand black women, because every black woman he ever wanted did not want him. And the same thing for black women. Black women got a problem with black men because the black men they want did not see no potential in them like they saw in them. Lot of butthurt ass black men, black women in the black community. Y'all can ignore it and act like the problem don't exist. And the only way a lot of y'all is getting past y'all pain is by deflecting. As long as I can hate somebody else other than myself, I do not have to face myself. I don't have to face my failures. I don't have to face my fuck ups. I don't have to face my dysfunctionality as long as I can call yours out. If I can let you know that you're fucked up, I don't have to accept my fuck ups. If I can tell you where you are a failure, I don't have to acknowledge my failures. I can't speak for everybody, but I knew I was in that corner where I hated black men. I was there. That's how I know. I hated black men because of what other black men did to me. And what I did was I put all of black men in the same box because that became my defense mechanism. That made me feel safe. Do y'all not realize hate makes people feel safe? Long as I hate you, I ain't gonna fuck with you. I'm not gonna get involved with you long as I hate you. And as long as I rock with other people who hate you, I don't feel like I'm lost by myself. That is why y'all are supporting the dating coaches y'all support. That is why y'all love to support people who hate what you hate, because you still have not healed from the black men and the black women who have wronged you. And let me tell you something. You can listen to all the dating coaches you want, but until you learn how to deal with that self-hate, you're still not going to heal. I don't care who you rock with. I don't care who you support. That's an individual decision to learn to get past your hate for black men and black women. Only you can change that. None of these YouTube dating coaches can change that. That's an internal, individual decision that you got to make. You should never let nobody overpower you to the point to where you hate them so much you can only support and rock with people who hate what you hate. That says something about you. This is the problem with the black community. Hate makes us feel safe. I want to go where people are hurting like me. I don't want to go where people want to heal. I want to go in a space where people are going to talk shit about black women because I have not gotten past what my black mama did to me. My black mother rejected me. My black mother never kissed, never hugged me, never made me feel like I was important as a young boy. And that's why I'm a grown black man and I hate all black women. Let's get it right. Let's get naked and tell the truth. People are preaching to y'all what they preaching to you from a hurt and hateful place. I don't care what suits they wearing. I don't care how much money they making. Let me tell you something. People look the part, but you don't know what they have gone through to make them have the philosophies they have in life. And same thing with black women who up here telling you about what other black men don't support black men, don't work with black men. You don't know if her own uncle, who was a black man, came in her room and molested her 10, 11 o'clock at night, which is why she hates black men, but she's not going to tell you that part. She's just going to tell you to hate black men. There's a reason you preach what you preach. Because something in your childhood, something in your past, something has happened for you to have the hate that you have for who you have it for. Play with it. Okay, good, Russell. Thank you for that $10 donation. Appreciate it, y'all. I am tired of the black bashing. Appreciate it, Average Joe, for the $10 donation. And I'm sick of people saying bashing is truth. Bashing is not truth. I have heard black men and black women, both of y'all are guilty of it. So don't come to me talking about it's always the black women, it's always the black men. Both of y'all are guilty, because I sit in the clouds and I listen to y'all preach the same bullshit day in and day out about I'm just speaking the truth. You can't handle the truth. No, that's your truth. Your truth don't speak for my truth. Black people, stop letting other people's truth speak for your truth. Their truth does not define your truth. No, you butt hurt from what somebody has done to you. Because let me tell you something. Content creators that have a knowledge are the ones who went through a lot of pain. Think about it. You can't speak on something that has not affected you. Y'all need to be woke to what's really going on. Really think about it. When you listen to a black man or you listen to a black woman bash their own kind, think to yourself, what is making him or her always want to keep addressing us? What has happened? to this person. You can't speak on something that didn't hurt you. I'm going to get back to the Safaree thing in a minute, but let's be for real. You can't speak on something that has not hurt you. When I hear a black man go in on black women all day, some of y'all so glad that he going in, you not looking at why. You just so happy somebody going in. Yes, yes, yes. Get them black bitches. Get them. You know why he wants you to get them? Because he never had a voice to get them when it was his time to do it. Boom. He want to tell all y'all how to feel about something. Well, why is he using that time now? Same thing with the black women out here who's coaching other black women to not respect black men, to not care about black men. Why? If you could really look into the past of y'all favorite YouTube content creators, who y'all praise and who y'all worship, y'all would really feel stupid knowing what y'all supported and why y'all supported it. You want somebody that hate what you hate so bad, you don't look into their background. And it's gotten to, you know what? And it's gotten so bad. Let me tell you something. Black people, we brought this upon ourselves because it's gotten so bad to the point now non-colored people are profiting off our pain. Because now even they are smart enough to build channels and build platforms that make us believe that they support what we go through as black men, what we go through as black women. They are even profiting off us. You got content creators that are not black, that are supporting, that are profiting off the pain and misery of black men and black women, all because they caping for your hating ass philosophies. David Kaysen says, people's perceptions are not your reality. Weak-minded people allow people to form their reality. If we love ourselves, we'll be able to love another. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. Hurt people are going to support hurt people. If I'm a bitter, broken black woman, I'm going to go to where other bitter, broken black women are. Because we all can get together and lick each other's wounds and feel sorry for each other. That's what black people want. Black people want to lick each other's wounds. Nobody wants to really heal. Nobody really wants to heal. Like I said, hate makes people feel safe. If you hate what I hate, I feel like you have loyalty. That's how bad it has gotten from black people. We feel like as long as you hate what I hate, then you loyal. If you don't hate what I hate, then you ain't loyal. But getting back to the subject at hand, Queen of the South says Safaree and Nikki seem like they both never got over each other. And when her brother went to prison in a scandal, I can't believe she married a man with this record, but it's a cycle. Yes, Queen of the South. I want to get back to this because, like I said, again, I'm just so over the black bashing, but we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to do a live panel with Jay Shine and Kels. We're going to get it crap popping. We're going to talk about this black bashing culture. But with Safaree, because I know I definitely I derailed, but I just get emotional when we talk about black people bashing black people. That's a pet peeve for me, and I just had to go in. But back to U-turn. So what happened with Safaree? He realized that marrying Erica Mena was a big mistake. And the point that I was leaving off at, when Erica Mena went viral, talking about how black women don't support black men, I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? Because you done been with several black men and they could not deal with you. Erica Thotianna Mena, she been with Bow Wow. She been with Rich Dollars. She's been with black men who consider her toxic. And because she made this one comment, like I said, black people, y'all so happy to have somebody cape for y'all. Y'all don't give a damn who it come from. I seen certain male content creators, they did a video on her caping for Erica Mena. See, Erica Mena is telling black women how y'all need to treat black men and da-da-da-da and this and that. I'm like, she's a whore. Good message, but not from a good messenger. I think King Ba, when I posted about that, King Ba posted a comment, and King Ba said, yeah, that's a good message, but it wasn't from a good messenger. And he was right. Y'all was so happy to have somebody cape or say something great about a black man. Y'all just put her up there. Y'all put her on the pedestal off of one comment, not knowing this woman's history. This woman has been with black men and black women. And on top of that, her first child's biological father, he had to get rid of her because she tried to kill him. Y'all don't know that because she light-skinned and got long hair. Y'all gave her a fuckery pass and she looks good. And that's just the whole bottom line. So now, this is what happened, y'all. If y'all have not been keeping up, Safaree posted last week on his Instagram account. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Getting married was one of my biggest mistakes, and it will never happen again. I'm walking away before I end up in jail over some dumb shit. Nobody is worth my freedom. Now Safaree sees the light. Now he wants to divorce her. But no, she's light-skinned and has long hair and dysfunctional as fuck underneath all that. Dysfunctional, beautiful, and dysfunctional. Queen says Erica stumped her first baby daddy out when he was from Fat Joe's clique. She's a toxic exotical. Thank you, Queen. But Queen, guess what? You just a hater. You're a black woman, so you hating on her because she's Latino and light-skinned. You're a hater. You're a bitter black woman because you had an opinion about a Thotianna Latina. Black women cannot have an opinion about another woman, even if we can detect that a woman has dysfunctionality. We'll be told that we're hating, we're jealous. A black woman cannot have an opinion about another female and not be told she's hating, especially if all the men desire her. And that's a problem. A lot of men, a lot of these black men in the black YouTube sector, they are giving attractive women a fuckery pass because she looks good. But let me tell you, if she was big bust up Brenda from the projects with 5-6 kids, 500 pounds and dark skin, these dudes will rip her in half. But because she's light skinned, it's that pretty girl privilege. She's a pretty girl privilege. Don't you dare, you're a black woman, don't you dare go in and have an opinion about an Asian woman, a white woman, a Latino woman, even if she has done fuckery. Look at Dr. Dre's wife. But men don't hit on this as much. But I bet if Dr. Dre's wife was a black woman, oh my gosh, they will have a field day. If let me ask y'all something, and I'm going to ask the guys in here too. If Dr. Dre's soon-to-be ex-wife was black, do y'all believe they would have ripped her in half much worse than they doing his current ex-wife or not? A lot of these dudes are known to give attractive women, these toxic exoticas, like Queen said, a pass. But because what's starting to happen, y'all, is that a lot of these black men are starting to act like the black women they complain about. And I've been preaching this, just like you got black women who only want to rock with men who support fuckery, black female fuckery decisions. You have a lot of black men in the black YouTube sector. All black men aren't doing it, but they are supporting women who support, regardless of how fucked up she is, they are willing to support women who pretend to support their logics. A lot of that is going on. I can be a white woman who undercoverly hates black men. But because I know all I got to do is act like I hate black women, you're going to take me under your wing. You're going to take me on your platform. You're going to give me a voice to speak to you. Even though I would never even date you my damn self, you got black men caping for women of other colors who will not even date them in the black YouTube sector. But they're so happy to have a non-colored woman speak badly about black women, they're gonna sign up anyway. Come on and join us. You for us. And that's how a lot of them get played. So now Safaree wants to end the relationship with his beautiful, dysfunctional, exotica, Thotianna Latina. We knew it was a recipe for disaster. Not only Safaree has screwed his life by getting this Thotianna pregnant and having a child from her. She's very combative. That is the reason he said, I'm going to walk away before I end up in jail. So for Safaree to say he got to walk away before he ends up in jail, 9 times out of 10, Erica done hit him. How many of y'all in here believe 𝐜𝐴𝐚'𝐬 has put the pause on Safaree at some point? Press 1 if you believe 𝐜𝐴𝐚'𝐬 physically put her hands on him. Or press 2 if you don't think 𝐜𝐴𝐚'𝐬, Thotianna didn't put hands on him. I want to hear y'all opinion. Do y'all believe, I'm asking the question again for everybody in the back. Do y'all believe that Safaree is walking away from Thotianna Latina, 𝐜𝐴𝐚'𝐬 because she put her hands on him? Because a lot of y'all, a lot of us that used to be loving hip hop fans, we have seen Thotianna throw drinks. Y'all think dark-skinned and black women is the only toxic ass, combative ass female species, when I have seen beautiful light-skinned women like Evelyn Lozada and Erica Minaj do ratchet shit that all other black women have done. Okay, so we got one who doesn't think that, and that's okay. That's why I want to get y'all opinion. I believe 𝐜𝐴𝐚'𝐬 put her hands on Safaree. But think about it. Why would he say? Let me see if I'm gonna see if I can share the screen with y'all, because we gonna have to study this together. Black people, I don't want us being dumbfounded. Okay, I don't want us being dumbfounded. Okay, I'm gonna share the screen with y'all. All right. I'm going to share the screen with y'all because I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see it. Yeah, entire screen. I want y'all to see it. All right. Hopefully y'all can see my screen. Come on. And I need my black men. Get it together. Get it together. Why, if she's not hitting him, why would he say this? We don't have no dummies in here. Let me go to my thing. Okay, let me turn on my phone. Okay, listen, y'all, pay attention, because I know we're not dumb. We don't have no dummies in here. If 𝐜𝐴𝐚'𝐬 is not putting her hands on him, why would he say this? Listen, y'all, we're going to read this together. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Getting married was one of my biggest mistakes, and it would never happen again. I'm walking away before I end up in jail over some dumb shit. Nobody is worth my freedom. Y'all mean to tell me y'all don't think 𝐜𝐚𝐚'𝐬 hit this dude? Even if she just slapped him. She might have pushed him. She might have shoved him. And that could be it, righteousness. That's another element. And I'm not saying you right or wrong, but I'm just saying I think she, not only the money, for him to say, I'm going to end up in jail. He didn't just say, this relationship, I see her, I see it's never been about me. He said, I'm going to end up in jail. What other reason would he say I'm going to end up in jail? Kaysa says she did because my ex-wife hit me and I said something along the line of this. He needs to stay away from that lady and take care of this seed. Now, like I said, not only that, 𝐜𝐴 is known to physically fight people. Duh. Have y'all not seen Love and Hip Hop? How many times this dysfunctional Thotianna Latina threw drinks, threw glasses at people? Have we forgotten? Y'all, and see, I watch a lot of reality shows, and righteousness, you probably don't watch a lot of reality shows. And I get it, it's a bunch of scripted stuff, but she's known to fight. She's a fighter. She will put hands on a man in a heartbeat. I done had guys tell me I have to leave this girl, I have to leave this woman because I'm in a jail. That means either she hit him and he came close to hitting her back, or she said something so out of line that it almost prompted him to want to hit her. Because women, we could be very cutthroat verbally. And I'm not saying this is condoned and say it's okay that violence is acceptable. No man should hit a woman and no woman should hit a man. I'm against it either way it goes. Yeah, she gonna get money out of him, right? Erica's not is hot-tempered. She's hot-tempered. The man said, I'm going to end up in jail over some dumb shit. Why? Who's going to go to jail over argument? So it's not just an argument. Who's going to go to jail over because I know she just want my money? Who's going to lose their freedom over something as simple as that? I'm telling you, she hit that man. Y'all can say what she want to say. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. She hit that man. She might have slapped him, pushed him. She did something. Why? Y'all don't think she's capable of doing that? Why? Because she light-skinned with long hair? Y'all don't think light-skinned, long hair women are violent? Why would y'all not think that? Oh, Dr. Dre's wife is straight Queen of the South. He loved her enough to be married to her all them years, and she gonna take his ass to the cleaners. Whoop, there it is. That's all I can say. So for him to say this, she been hitting that man. And not only that, he got a daughter with her, so he cannot afford to get locked up in jail and he lose custody of his daughter. But the problem is, Safaree, sir, you had a child from this Thotianna exotica, dysfunctional, beautiful, light-skinned, long-hair woman. So you're going to have to deal with this beast for the rest of your life. He going to have to deal with this broad. And he did it because of Nikki Minaj. Now, I'm going to get off my boy Safaree. I believe he's going to survive it. I'm glad he just had one from her. So, I think he'll be okay. He's a level-headed dude. He just made a desperate ass decision out of trying to get Nikki out his system. But I think he'll be all right. I think he learned his lesson. The bad part is, you know what's going to happen, ladies? I'm going to tell you, ladies, you know what's going to happen with Safaree? He's going to become one of these bitter black men that are going to support the other bitter black men who hate women. That's what's going to happen to his ass. That's the only thing I hate. He's never going to trust women. He said, I would never get married again. So that's somebody who could have been somebody. He could have been somebody's possible king. He would have been better off staying with Nikki Minaj. All the hell he went through, he should have just stayed where he was. At least Nikki didn't have no children or none of that. He's going to end up a bitter, jaded ass brother over a Thotianna, Latina, light skin, long hair, don't care. He going to hate all women. He's going to hate all women. Damn, we lost the king, ladies. We lost the king. He ain't going to want us no more. He ain't gonna want us no more. He ain't gonna look at no sisters. Even though his Thotianna, that's who he chose now. Watch. You ain't gonna see that joker with no more black women after this. Watch what I tell you. If he does, then I'll take it back. But I don't think he let one woman control him to the point he's not gonna marry nobody. Let me tell you something. If you want to hurt a woman, you move on, remarry, and do it bigger and better next time. She don't want him to ever marry again. You know why? Because that'll be her badge to always say, see, I'm going to always be his wife. He'll never marry another one. No, Safaree, take that title from that Thotianna, light skin, long hair, don't care. Take that title from her and marry another woman. Move on with your life. Do it bigger and better. Why are you going to deprive a woman out here who could be good for you? Why would you deprive yourself because you married a dysfunctional, beautiful Thotianna, Latina, light skin, long hair, don't care? Damn, Nadina, we lost one. You lost one. Jay-Z song, you lost one. He ain't gonna want us. I'm glad I'm married. I ain't got to wait on him. Damn, here's another one. Like Biggie Small says, and another one, baby, and another one. Ladies, we lost another one. And another one. Now, I'm going to get off Safaree. I'm going to talk about your girl, Nikki Minaj. Yeah. We're going to talk about Nikki Minaj. Like I said, I believe Safaree, he'll be all right, but he going to be a bitter ass dude because he done already proved, Safaree done proved he's very sensitive. He's very emotional. He going to be bitter like us black women. He going to be one of us. He going to hate every goddamn body. You got a lot of brothers that get burnt by a black woman and they become a black woman. Emotional, irrational, hate everybody. Yeah, I said it. Get over it. You know what, Queen? A lot of people say Safaree is corny. I don't feel like he's corny. And I'm going to say why. I don't feel like he's corny. I just feel like he's different from the average black men we used to. That makes him corny. Because he's not loud. He's not obnoxious. He's not thug and roster. Honestly, if I wasn't married, Safaree would have been my type. I could deal with a Safaree before I deal with a Lil Wayne. Before I deal with a Meek Mill. He's not corny. He's laid back. Because I'm married to a guy that some females would think corny. But he's not corny. My husband, he's a laid back, reserved. He's not obnoxious. He's not always trying to be seen. I believe, but I will say this, he did get corny once he got with 𝐜𝐚𝐚'𝐬 because he started doing like some fuckboy stuff. You know what I mean? Like flexing his body and doing all kind of, you know what I'm saying? He got corny when he got with her. I think that's when he got corny. But I never really saw him as a corny guy. I just always felt like he a laid back dude. I like laid back men. I've always been attracted to laid back guys who don't always want to be seen, who ain't always obnoxious, who ain't always thugged out. He's just not thugged out like that. And it comes off as a cornball. Yeah, I think he's laid back. He's just not like the average black guy. But I'm not knocking nobody's opinion though. You know, some women do think he corny. And Queen is not the first to say it. So, you know, I understand, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to make somebody like, you know, make him not look corny, but you know what I'm saying? That's just, I like corny guys. I guess I'm gonna just say that I like corny dudes. I would rather deal with a corny dude than an obnoxious thug, disrespectful. Give me a corny ass man. I'm married to a corny dude. I will take a corny dude any day. Don't tell him he corny though. And you better not tell me my dude is corny, because now we got some problems. I love corny men. I do. I like the nerdy. I like the guys that most women ain't interested in. I just always been like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'll take a corny dude any goddamn day. Y'all can have these damn Pookies, Ray Rays, Society's rejects. I don't want none of them. If I wasn't married, y'all can keep them. Give me a corny ass dude who likes to do corny shit. Likes to meet me at Starbucks. Corny shit is a turn on to me. Yes, baby. Order me that mocha latte cappuccino from Starbucks. I love corny men. To all my corny men in the room, big shout out to all my corny dudes. I got nothing but love for you, baby. Nothing but love for you. Now, let's talk about Nikki Minaj, who definitely downgraded significantly. Exactly. No, and that's what I'm saying, David. Yeah, corny dudes, they know when to stand up. I've seen Safaree stand up and get gangster. I've seen him stand up. When they was trying to attack his wife on Love and Hip Hop, even though she's a whore, he defended that whore. He protected that whore. And he said, y'all not going to be disrespecting my hoe. I'm going to disrespect my hoe. Y'all not going to do it. I bet you all them dudes on the panel, they shut up too. They got quiet. Oh, make no mistake about it. Safaree is Jamaican. Them Jamaican dudes, I don't play with them. Them ones that seem corny, they'll kill you. Everything ain't what the hell it look like. Just because somebody act thug, that don't mean they thug. Look how many times Meek Mill acted thug and ran away like somebody farted. Safaree, corny guys will kill you. He will kill you. The Jamaican will come out of Safaree. Don't underestimate that's slim Jamaican sensation. He the same type of dude that'll cut your throat in your damn sleep. That's why he leaving damn Erica Mena, because he know he will hurt her. And I give him props as a man. He's saying, I'm gonna leave this broad. He realized he messed up and did something stupid. He not going around trying to cover it and say, well, I still love her. She my baby mama. He's telling you, I fucked up. I did a dumbass decision, and I'm leaving this crazy hole. Big shout out to Safaree. Only thing is, he don't need to let this bitch make him bitter and jaded. Now, let's get to Nikki. My. Nikki. We got a lot to talk about. So, as I stated, Safaree messed up when he left Nikki and called himself getting a Thotianna, exotica, light skin, long hair, don't care, Latina, dysfunctional yet beautiful. Okay? Nikki got with Safaree out of desperation. Now, before I go in and talk bad, let me say something positive, because I know we got a lot of Nikki stands out here. We got Nikki fans out here. Some of y'all be caping for these damn celebrities like they pay your bills. Y'all be caping for these damn celebrities like, you know, they gonna defend you, like they gonna pay for your meal at Waffle House. Y'all be defending these goddamn, so for the barbs in the building, I'm gonna talk about your girl. Get in your feelings. I don't care. Now, I will say this. She's very talented. She's accomplished something a lot of Black women would not be able to accomplish. She's very beautiful. She's very successful. Now that the mushy stuff is out the way, she made some Section A, Project, EPT, welfare, food stamps, child support decision. She made a Section A broad ass decision when she picked up Kenneth, Pedophile, Pookie, Petty. Now, let me ask y'all something. Because we're all adults here. Look at all these pictures. Why this dude got to look so thugged out and nasty in every picture? Look at him. It's like he got to prove he's this hardcore thug with Nikki. Look how he's standing. Look how he looking. Like, I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. Put my fingers on the trigger. I'm that nigga. I'm with a woman making major figures. I'm that nigga. Look how he look. He got that I'm that nigga look. I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all definitely going to have to cash out me on this video because they not going to monetize this damn video. I've been talking a lot of shit on here. I'm not going to get no super chat. So if y'all going to super chat, y'all going to have to send it to my cash app. They is not going to monetize this video. Look how he look. Look at me, I'm that nigga. Look at me, I'm that nigga. This is the first time I seen him smile. I'm that nigga, put a finger on the trigger. I'm that nigga, my pocket's getting bigger. I'm that nigga, put the finger on the trigger. I'm that nigga, got a bitch with major figures. I'm that nigga. Oh boy. I'm cutting up today. It's been a while. I got to cut up with y'all because I ain't talked to my family in a while. So I'm just cutting up with y'all. It's like being at a cookout. You know, we ain't seen each other in a minute. So I got to cut up. What's up, Kayla? How you doing, hunty? Be that same guy that will bust a grape in a fruit fight and won't listen to cereal. Go snap, crackle, or pop. Yes. I'm that nigga. I'm gonna make a song out of that. Look how he looking. I'm that nigga. Oh, he got that I'm that nigga look real good on this one. Look at this one, y'all. Look at this one. Look how he looking. I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. I'm about that life. Look at me. I got a millionaire wife. I'm that nigga. I'm about that life. Look at me. I got a millionaire wife. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm cutting up. Well, I used to flow back in the day. I still got a little bit left in me. Not that much. A little bit. I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga, y'all. I'm that nigga, y'all. I'm that nigga. Major making figures. I got it by and I got my pockets bigger. I'm that nigga. All right, let me get to the topic at hand because I am really cutting up. All right, so Nikki got with Safaree out of desperation. Bottom line, when things didn't work out with Safaree, Nikki never really got past Safaree. Anybody who's been a real Nikki Minaj fan, who really studies her and pays attention to her, knows that she never really got past Safaree, okay? Because she didn't make the decision to leave Safaree. Safaree left her, all right? Then she got with Meek Mill. That became an epic disaster, okay? Because Meek was just as egotistical as her. And you can tell she was really trying to really convince everybody that her and Meek Mill was really in love. And everybody knew that relationship was all for show, okay? Meek Mill was the rebound dude, okay? Because if you look at it, Meek Mill and Safaree styles are similar with how they dress. You know, they like to dress nice. They like expensive stuff. So she called herself trying to get a replacement Safaree in a sense, okay? You know, and I'm not saying they the same type of dude, but y'all feel me. So she tried to get like a Safaree replacement. And we know that went left, all right? So after that happened, she got with Nas, that didn't work out. Then out the blue comes Kenneth Pedophile Pookie. All right. So, yeah, he always bite his bottom lip like, I'm that nigga. I'm going to have that stuck in y'all head all day. I'm that nigga. My wife make major figures. I'm that nigga. Put my finger on the trigger. Got a wife with major figures. I'm that nigga. I'm still a fan of her music. I just don't support her dumbass decisions. That's what so Queen, you saw that. And I brought that up earlier, Queen. Queen says she cried over Safaree on the Breakfast Club. I remember that show. That's what I'm saying. Everybody keep forgetting she was in love with Safaree. So I'm not the only person who remember that. So I'm glad Queen co-signed on it. It's on YouTube. If you look up Nikki Minaj and Angie Martinez Breakfast Club interview, you will see the girl almost had a nervous breakdown. I thought they was going to stop the show, but she kept her composure. So this is the part, right? She got with Kenneth Pedophile Pookie out the blue. Now, she tried to lie and say she been knowing this guy, which we know that's bull crap. She did not know him like that. Okay, so anyway, she gets with Kenneth Pedophile Pookie. At this point, Nikki got desperate. She didn't want to get with any more dudes in the industry, because what tends to happen in the industry is when a woman has been passed around too many times, you went from Meek Mill to Nas and all of that. Then at some point, I heard she had a little something with Eminem. I don't know how far that went. I don't know. But what tends to happen is industry dudes, they do not take women who've been passed around in the industry seriously. So at that point in time, she couldn't pick up nobody else in the industry. Because the problem is, the reason why industry relationship don't work, these rappers can't get with athletes, and athletes can't get with female rappers, like female rapper Trina. Trina has been with several men in the industry. She has not been able to keep any of them. So she's been dealing with an average guy for a while, and I think they're engaged. I don't think they're still talking. But a lot of women in the industry, they cannot get men in the industry, because the problem with the industry is there's too many egos in the industry, and it's too much money. And when you put egos and too much money together, it becomes an epic disaster. That's why there's so many Hollywood relationships that crash and burn. Too much of the same thing is like adding gasoline with fire. Too much money, too much ego, too much fame, too much of anything will burn a relationship out before it even starts, okay? Because basically, you both are not humble enough to be willing to make your relationship work. He got millions, you got millions. Guess what? We ain't got to work shit out. I could leave your ass and go back to my $1 million mansion. You go back to your $1 million mansion. But guess what? When you and your man are in a struggle together, y'all got to think twice before y'all just walk out and leave. Because you really both can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? This is why you got broke, struggling couples that have longer relationships compared to couples that are financially well off. And you look at all these Hollywood couples and you idolize them and think their relationship is perfect. Some people don't succumb to the bullshit. They learn how to get through whatever they got to get through in a relationship. They grow from it, they learn from it, and they move on and they better themselves. Jay-Z has admitted he cheated on Beyonce. But guess what? They have learned to not allow, his fuck ups to totally just in their marriage. That's why now you see Jay-Z always with his wife. He done had his chance to fuck around on her, disrespect her, and she was patient enough to deal with the bullshit and say, okay, eventually he gonna get all the stuff out the system. He gonna get old, he gonna slow down, and now that's Jay-Z done got older, he done slowed down, he's not wilding out. You don't, every time you see him with his wife. He ain't always out with his homeboy smoking blunts and stuff. He's in a different place. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to let your significant other fuck off until he gets to a place where he can grow up and she gets to a place. Now, I get it. Some people ain't going to deal. But guess what? You're not going to get in a relationship and have to deal with something. I've been in my same relationship for 21 years. And I will tell you, I have experienced some things a lot of women would probably look at me sideways and probably even lose respect for me. But I had to realize if I'm going to go through a lot of bullshit, it's going to be with one man, let alone 4 and 5 of them. I'm not going to go from relationship to relationship to relationship. This man breaking my heart. This man disappointing me. This man letting me down. If I'm going to go through it all, it's going to be with one person until he get it together. Now, I get it. Some people, you can't give them a pass. Some people, once they have disrespected you, you have to leave them. Only you as a grown man, you as a grown woman know your breaking point. So I get it. But you're not going to be able to have a relationship, especially if you plan on being together for years. Now, if you're the kind of person, as soon as the grits hit the fan, you go ghost, you don't want the relationship, then yeah, you ain't got to deal with nothing because you've never stayed in a one relationship solid enough to get through anything. So it is what it is. Now, let me talk about the situation here. Nikki got with Kenneth out of desperation. She had not healed from Safaree and from Meek Mill. Meek Mill was the final disappointment. When he shitted on her and disrespected her, that made her throw in a towel with industry dudes. That made her throw in a towel. Okay, so she picked up the average Joe. Coincidentally, average Joe in here. She picked up an average Joe. All right, a Pookie pedophile. What happened was Nikki lost so much mentally, emotionally. She no longer really wanted to put in the effort of finding the right guy. So what she did was she responded to the first man who gave her attention. Now, I will say this to the women out here. You don't need to go out here looking for a man when you are trying to heal. Because depending on how broken you are, a man can buy your ass a hot dog and it'll mean the world to you. The worst thing you can do is get a man while you're healing over another man. And the same thing for you men out here. Because some of you men are starting to do what black women do. You go and pick up another woman all because you hurt because your ex-wife left, your baby mama left, the woman you was in love with left. So you run and you go grab the first woman that's willing to stroke your ego and make you feel good. And you didn't take the time to evaluate this woman's motives. And now you find out, hell, she's just as bad as the woman you left. Or the woman that left you. Yeah, you're right, King Bar. He's below average. You absolutely right. Kenneth Petty is below average. He's not even an average Joe. I agree. He's definitely. I gave Kenneth Petty too much credit. He's below the common denominator. Now, so when Kenneth Petty came along, it did not take much for him to make Nikki feel good about herself. One thing about Pookie knows how to make a woman feel good. The bum ass dude knows how to make you feel relevant. Wow, somebody sent a cash app of $100. Wow, thank y'all. I appreciate it so much. Wow, thank you. Send you $100 for it. Okay, no. This is something else, guys. I sell cable, so people also been sending me money for cable. So this was not a donation. I sell cable, so anybody who wants cable, I sell cable. I sell 12,000 channels for $26 a month. What it is, people paying me their cable bill, so I got it mixed up with my donation. But either way, I'm grateful. That's my extra little hustle on the side, y'all. So if you want some cable, if you got a Fire Stick, I can connect your cable today. All right. But anyway, back to the lesson at hand. So this was going on, right? Pookie, a lot of black men wonder why Pookie, all black women always gravitate towards Pookie. So the deal is Pookie came along in Nikki's most vulnerable moment. And that's why I tell women, you don't need to be dealing with dudes when you're vulnerable. Now, keep in mind, me and my husband have had our problems when we had broken up a couple of times. And when we had our breakup moments, there was dudes that was trying to check for me and holler at me when I was going through a vulnerable space with my husband. I did not deal with men when I was going through a process because I knew I was in a vulnerable moment and it was not going to take much for the next man to sweep me off my feet. And then I knew I still was in love with my husband. So I just knew I would not make a good decision based on the current state of mind I was in at the moment. I had to be honest with myself and say, yeah, this dude looks good and he's saying the right things, but of course, it's going to seem that way because I'm going through a vulnerable moment. Sometimes it ain't the right nigga. It's the fact that he's coming to you at the right time. You feel me? Same thing with you guys. Oh, yeah, Queen, I'm good. Listen, I'm a small YouTuber. So when people just donate $2, girl, I be acting like I got $100. Believe me, I don't really make a big deal. I do this because I love to do it. This is just something I appreciate doing. It's not always about $1. I'll take the money, but I'll do it whether if I get paid or not. This is something I like to do. So Nikki was vulnerable. So when Pookie Patty came in the picture, he knew how to stroke Nikki's ego, make her feel good. He was there by her side through a vulnerable moment. Same thing for you guys. You could be meeting a wrong woman, but you meeting her at the right time because you're vulnerable. So be careful, men and women. Do not get involved with somebody while you are healing because you're going to do something stupid. I've seen it all the time, okay? So anyway, she got with him. And this is where the dummy messed up at. When she picked up Pookie was not used to Nicki Minaj's lifestyle. He's not from Nicki's world. So he became infatuated with Nicki's stardom. Why you think he's in these pictures looking like I'm that nigga? Cause he basically hit lotto. To come from nothing to be a bum ass dude, to have a millionaire desire you and want you, he hit lotto. A woman of her status who can buy you anything you want, take you from nothing and make you something is a big ass accomplishment, especially when you are a man with a criminal past, with a record from here to Kalamazoo. So Nikki got with Kenneth pedophile out of desperation, out of hurt, out of spite, out of anger, all of that. David says hypnotized by money. I don't think he truly has a deep love and respect for her, because if he did, he would not be doing these things. In fact, in my opinion, he would empower her and point to her. He's a bum. Absolutely. Ray Charles can see that. So we're going to get deep into this, because black women, we need to learn from Nicki Minaj. We can't afford black women. There's no era for fuck ups. We already looking bad out here in these YouTube streets. We already got to call in the shows and get opinions from people, because we don't have enough confidence and learning from our own fuck ups. Just don't repeat the same mistakes. You ain't got to call in to no dating coaches. You ain't got to call in and talk to people. It's called learn and move on. So we gonna learn from this. So she got with Pookie, and the problem is Nicki Minaj is famous, but she's uneducated. She did not understand getting with a registered sex offender is very complicated. I told most of you I work in law enforcement. I am a correctional officer. I am around registered sex offenders day in and day out. Now, let me tell y'all something. Registered sex offenders are not just this creepy ass, old looking white men who are in Catholic churches. Registered sex offenders are handsome. They are well dressed. Some are educated, and there is no color to a registered sex offender. I work in a jail where we have black registered sex offenders, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, old, young. I know registered sex offenders as young as 13 who had to register as a sex offender because they was messing with somebody's child, and 9 times out of 10 it was a family member. You have these male cousins who've been raping their own or molesting their own female cousins. You know, when your cousins, all y'all spend the night, y'all all spend the night at the grandmama house. You'll be surprised a lot of dysfunctionality that goes on within the black community. That's why I am tired of black men going in on black women, and I am tired of black women going in on black men, because we got bigger shit to worry about. I don't have time to be sitting up here worrying about who wear a weave, who don't pay their child support. That's irrelevant to me. We got bigger fish to goddamn fry. Let me look back at your comments. Queen says, do y'all remember how he had that audio recording come out of his ex-girlfriend? He told his ex-girlfriend he was with Nikki for the bag, as if he's still trying to hold on to his ex. Thank you. I remember Queen. Queen says registered sex offenders have so many restrictions where they can live. And I'm going to talk about all of that. I'm going to call it out because, again, Nikki is beautiful and successful, but she's uneducated. If she was smart, she would have had somebody on her team educate her. But this is what happens, ladies. When we become desperate, 3 things kill black women. There are 3 things that are killing black women. And it all starts with these. There are 3 things that are killing black women in the black community. And I'm going to type them in the comments. I call these the 3 Ds. These are the 3 Ds. I need black women to pay attention. 3 Ds are killing black women. Like to hear it? Here it go. I'm typing it in now. And then I'm going to discuss it. The 3 Ds that are killing black women. Hold on, I'm putting it in the comments because I want y'all to see it. The 3 things that are killing black women in the Black community is the 3Ds: dick, desperation, and denial. Drum roll, please. I'm going to let y'all marinate on it for a minute. I just want to soak in. Yes, title delusion fits in with denial. It's the same thing, but I feel you. Like denial and delusion, they both cousins. It's the same. It's technically the same thing. Is it marinating, or do we still need to give it a few more minutes? I don't need the sisters in here getting quiet. Where y'all at? I hear crickets. Are y'all exiting the Dick Talks congregation? Three things that are killing Black women. The 3Ds: dick, desperation, and denial. That's what's going to ruin. That's going to ruin Nikki's. These three things are going to ruin Nikki's career, unless she gets out before it's too late. The congregation done got quiet. So it's just me. I'm the only Black woman who see this as a problem. Okay, I'll wait. I got all day. I don't work today. Okay. All right. That's enough. I just want to prove my point. That's what's going to ruin Nicki Minaj. What's up, Kiki baby? How you doing? All right, now, so basically, Nicki Minaj picked up on Kenneth Petty Pookie Pedophile. All right, so let me tell you what started the chaos. Nicki was not educated on the details of being in a relationship with a registered sex offender, because she was so consumed with trying to hurry up and get a man. She did not care. She did not look into it. Nicki Minaj has so much money. She could have paid somebody to explain to her all of what she would have had to deal with getting involved with a registered sex offender, right? So she didn't ask anybody any questions because she was focused on the 3Ds: dick, desperation, delusion, denial, however you want to see it. So this is where I know she's uneducated. I did not expect Nikki to understand, because she's not from Kenneth Petty's world. She's not used to dealing with criminals, but she saw up front where her brother, she saw up front that the law does not play with registered sex offenders. She saw that. And yet, she's seen it up close with her own brother. She still chose to be with a man who has committed the same crime as her brother. Okay? So, this is where he was dumb. My thing is, Nikki didn't know it, but his dumb, thugged out ass, he knew better. Kenneth Petty has been a registered sex offender long enough to know the rules and the regulations. Do y'all not understand that when you register to become a sex offender, they have already given your ass 30, 40 damn conditions that you must abide by, and you have to sign off on it in front of the court of the law? So he knew, even though Nikki did not know, Kenneth knew. Let me tell you what this dummy did that started this bullshit. Nikki, unbeknownst to her, took Pookie Pedophile to the damn, where the hell she from? I forgot. Oh my gosh. I lost train of thought, y'all. She's not from Barbados. Queen, I know you remember. Where did she take Kenneth Pedophile Pookie? Where he got caught? Oh goodness. I've been talking so much I done lost my train of thought. Where she took him to another country. She's not from the Barbados. Damn, I can't think of where it's from. Trinidad. Thank you. I just forgot. I completely forgot. Yeah, she took them. Thank you, Average Joe. She took him to Trinidad because she had a big old concert down there. Now, when she took him, she was doing a show with one of the biggest Trinidad artists down there. Okay, so as she's on the ship, the boat, the parade, whatever they was on, and the man tried to hugged her, you know, showing his love, because of course Nikki Minaj is famous. It's in a man's nature to want to hug her, reach out, you know, long as he ain't doing no fan craze bullshit like trying to yank on her, grab her butt. Especially if he's an artist. That's what artists are known to do. Artists will show each other love. They will hug each other. They will support each other. They will give a kiss on the cheek. Because Kenneth Pedophile is such a thug and he don't know nothing and he so damn hood, he moved the man out the way like the man was a goddamn fan. The man was an artist showing Nikki love. This is what happens when you bring a person in your world that knows nothing about your world. Now, Safaree had been with Nikki a long time. I bet Safaree wouldn't have did all of that. Not because he's scared of other men, but he knew my girlfriend is Nikki Minaj. People showing her love. Long as he ain't getting disrespectful, not this thugged out dude. And let me tell you something. Pookies are always very defensive when they're very protective. Pookies are nothing but male pit bulls. Like you got these German shepherds, you got these male pit bulls that are quick to attack. They think everybody wants their woman. Woman could look like a 300-pound rhinoceros, and he quick to want to attack a man who he thinks wants his woman. You have a lot of protective Pookies that will attack anybody who they feel wants their woman. Everybody don't want your woman. Okay? Like everybody don't want Nikki Minaj. She's beautiful and talented, but every man out here ain't checking for her like that. Okay? So, he pushed the dude out the way. And let me tell y'all what happened, how the shit backfired, right? It went viral. And Nikki, because she's so used to being dogged, in her mind, it was cute. She thought, oh, my man is really protecting me. Women that are in relationships with Pookies, they think Pookies are very protective of them, but the Pookie is not protective of you. The Pookie just wants to control you from not being manipulated by another Pookie. Pookies are threatened by other Pookies. Do y'all not know that? Pookies are threatened by other Pookies.
because he manipulated her. He's afraid another dude is going to get close to her and manipulate her as well. He wants to be the only dude that could manipulate her and get what he wants. He don't want nobody getting close to Nikki, and Nikki think it's all about love. He loves me. He wants me. He's protecting me. No, he's protecting his investment. You are his money. You his livelihood. You is how he's making it, right? So the video went viral. Who you think sees it? The community supervisor, which is his officer who's over his registered sex offender case. Now, every registered sex offender has their own probation officer, or what is called community supervisor officer, which means your officer is assigned to you. Your officer keeps up with your whereabouts. It's like a probation or parole, but it's worse. Being on probation or parole, they have rules, but the registered sex offender, they have the worst rules in the world, y'all. I'm telling y'all, because I work with them and I see the stuff they got to go through. These dudes can't do nothing. They can't do anything. They got so many rules. Nikki Minaj's registered sex offender husband has so many rules. She would never really be able to enjoy her marriage the right way. And I've done content on this. I did content a couple of weeks back called Being Married to the Pedophile Pookie, or registered sex offender, to let Black women know, if you ever get this desperate like Nikki Minaj, realize all the stuff you got to go through. So what has happened is Nikki Minaj found out that she's not married to the average Joe. She's married to below the average Joe. She's married to a registered sex offender. And now what she's trying to do is, they have been trying to silence the woman who's come forth and is putting out, these are not allegations, because if there was allegations, he never would have been a registered sex offender. So evidently this stuff is true. That means the law has evidence. The law has prosecuted him for it. It is not a lie. This is not one of those Kobe Bryant situations where somebody said something and you got to guess if it really happened. It was proven that he took a weapon and he raped this woman. Regardless of how old he was, Nikki, this is what amazes me with women. Women will meet a man and will defend his shenanigans, not knowing what the other woman before her really went through. Black women do this crap all of the time. They will defend a man like she knew him all her life. Oh no, he would never do that. Oh no, he would never hurt anyone. I don't care. It doesn't matter how good he is to you now. You don't know what kind of nigga he was before you got with him. She knew nothing about Kenneth Petty and was defending him and trying to pay this woman off. And my thing is, if you really don't believe what happened, Nikki, then why are you trying to pay this woman off with 20 bands? And I'm glad this woman has morals, because she said, no, I'm not taking the money. I'm telling my truth. I don't blame that woman. If that woman takes Nikki's money, it's going to make her out like the liar. And that's not a good look. Okay? So, basically, Nikki has been trying to send her goons, been sending, threatening, using her power, using her fame to intimidate this woman. And meanwhile, Kenneth Petty is in the background loving it, because he thinks it's going to get him off. And when his simple ass went to Trinidad, knowing as a registered sex offender, you are not supposed to go outside the country. You're not even supposed to go outside the states. And when he did, that's how he got caught. He had to turn himself in, meet with his community supervisor officer, and explain what the hell he was doing in another country. So ever since then, the ball just kind of went rolling downhill. So Nikki Minaj basically put herself in a situation where she married a man she really cannot enjoy because he cannot do what the average man can do. He can't just go where he want to go. He got his millionaire wife. He can't just go where he want to go with her. He can't just stay out all time of night. He has to be home at a certain time. Not only that, Nikki Minaj's, her address, I know it's public because wherever a registered sex offender moves, the address is going to be on the website. Registered sex offenders do not have any privacy. It does not matter how much money you make. So Nikki Minaj's address has been exposed. Wherever she moves at, his officer has to come to her residence and make sure he's living within the guidelines. Fortunately, Nikki doesn't have any children other than the child they have together. If she would have had children, it would have been a difficult situation for her to have him there. So this is what I'm saying. This is why you got to be very, very careful. Nikki Minaj made a very bad decision marrying this man because this man has a lot of rules, regulations. He can't do what he wants to do. So I say that to say this. Safaree and Nikki, both of them made desperate decisions out of hurt, out of spite, out of pain, all because both of them got egotistical. And both of them ended up on the losing end. Neither one of them are winners at this point. Nikki Minaj got a child from Pookie Pedophile. And Safaree has a child from a dysfunctional 𝐜𝐻𝐚𝐬 Thotianna. All of this over pride, all of this over egos. And they both ended up in a loser situation. They both was in a good place to where they did not have to settle. They did not have to settle. Nikki could have made a better choice than that. Safaree could have made a better choice than that. And you have a lot of couples I know who broke up and something went left in their relationship, only for them to go back out and start a new relationship, and they end up getting somebody worse than what they got. They ended up with somebody much worse. You don't leave a toxic relationship to downgrade. You're supposed to upgrade. You don't fuck down, you fuck up. That's how it's supposed to be done. They did not do that. Nikki Minaj and Safaree both get L's for picking up losers. Now, Nikki may not want to admit it, but Safaree finally came forth and he admitted that getting married was the worst mistake he could have made. He admitted it. Now, I'm waiting on Nikki to get to that point. But knowing Nikki, like most women that have the 3Ds, dick, desperate, and delusion, denial, whatever, she's going to try to hold on, make it look straight, try to make it look like it's going well, and it's all a front to protect her image. Not only that, she doesn't want her exes looking at her like her relationship is flopping. So it's an ego thing. She knows her fans are watching her. She knows her fans. She got stans. She got ops that are watching her relationship from a distance. So, of course, she's going to put up this front and make the relationship look one way, and behind closed doors, she's miserable. Let me tell y'all something. You cannot be happy being married to a registered sex offender. They got rules up the ass. This man is not allowed to drink. He's not allowed to smoke weed. As a registered sex offender, you cannot have kids come to the house. So if she got nieces and nephews, They can't come over there, or if they do come over there, he has to go into another room, or if they do come over there, he got to call his probation officer or whatever, and that person has to come over there and supervise and make sure he's not doing anything inappropriate around somebody else's children. Nicki Minaj can say what she wants, but I know she's really not happy. She made that decision to be with Kenneth Petty, a temporary moment of insanity. She made a decision based off the DNA, dick, and attention. He gave her both of those. And let me tell you something about these Pookies. These Pookies, they know how to put it down in the bedroom. Especially when they know they got nothing else to offer you. They will compensate for it by putting it down in the bedroom. Trust and believe he done did it all. About to turn her out, put that Pookie penis on her, turn her slap out to where she's overlooking a lot of stuff and doing everything she can to defend him, to keep him straight. But what she's going to find out is that money can't change everything. Your money not going to change the law. Your money is not going to get Kenneth off. Kenneth was a registered sex offender way before you got with him. Now, had you got with him when he was first 15 and 16 and could get him a big-time lawyer, y'all probably could have beat that. But the problem is, this man has been a registered sex offender for years. They already, way before you got with him, they already got proof. Y'all cannot make this girl overturn because you don't want your husband to be seen as a registered sex offender. Everybody knows he's one. And I respect the young lady who's not accepting any bribes. She's not going to change her story, all because Nikki wants to give her money. So you have people who will sell a soul for $1. They wouldn't look stupid for $1. And I don't blame her, because if she accepts the money, it's going to look like she was lying. And that's the thing about rich people. They think they could pay struggling people off. They think all they got to do is break you off with some money because you're struggling, and you will disregard your morals to make them happy. You have some people who honestly think that way. Like, they can pay you off. That's the only thing I don't like about rich folks. They think they can manipulate struggling folks. Oh, let me just pay off your kids' college tuition. Oh, let me buy you a brand new car. Yeah, you'll get the money. You'll feel good for the moment, but then eventually you'll hate yourself because you realize, damn, they still got over. So, yep, we have to be mindful of that. I really, like I said, I want to speak on this because there's a lot of Black women who do what Nicki Minaj is doing. They go and get rebound relationships because, again, they never got past relationships that happened in the past that did not work out. And you have some men that are doing this. They are getting with women that are beautiful, that are attractive, not realizing that if a woman has a dysfunctional past, it does not matter how pretty she is. I don't care if she's Latina, exotica, Puerto Rican, whatever. If she has a history of being combative and being drama, you do not want to put yourself in a situation where you get attached to these type of women. So anyway, y'all, I have rambled for a long time. I went into 3 hours and 8 minutes. It was a lot that had to be discussed. I have not live chatted with y'all for quite some time. So I just want to catch up and give y'all the new on what's been going on and everything. And I just want to touch up on a couple of topics. So the next couple of topics I'm going to do, like I stated before, the next time I'm going to do a live panel. I'm going to have some guests on. I want to talk about the Black bashing culture, how Black YouTubers are profiting off of bashing Black women and bashing Black men. We want to talk about the bashing, the bashing of the black bashing culture of the black YouTube sector. We're going to get in on that. Also going to do a topic about black women who have toxic fathers that raised them. I think this is a very important subject because we're always talking about black women are only becoming dysfunctional based off the fact that they have black women who were dysfunctional who raised them. I know a couple of black women who are dysfunctional, not just because of their black mothers, but because of their black fathers. Let's face it, not all black men have been the best of fathers. You do have some black women who were raised in two-parent households. They had a mother and they had a father. But what do you do if you had a black father that was very abusive, that was very that was a drunk alcoholic, that was sexually abusing you? A lot of black women and black men, they don't touch on these type of topics. Like I said, we got time to discuss bullshit day in and day out. We don't talk about things that affect the black community. You have young black women right now that are overly sexualized because they are being raped by that uncle. They're being raped by their mother's boyfriend. It's a lot of things. Black women aren't speaking their truth. A lot of black women are overly sexualized because they have been molested. They have had mothers who allowed men to fondle them and sexually abuse them. Black women don't want to talk about stuff like this. We want to talk about how black men ain't no good and how black men ain't this, ain't black men ain't that. There's some deep, serious issues going on in the black community. And it's not too many content creators that want to speak on it because guess what? They're not making no money off of talking about serious issues that affect the black community. The black community does not want to educate. The black community wants to entertain. It's all about trashing, bashing, making money, making a mockery out of each other. And that is where we are now. This is the point that we've gotten to. And we have nobody but to blame ourselves. But this is where we are now. So anyway, I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for supporting me, for really making my movement grow and progress. There's so many things I have in store. There's so much more that I want to do for the black YouTube sector. It's a lot of topics that I'm going to be hitting on and talking about, but I definitely want to talk about black women who have dysfunctional black fathers. I personally know black women who have been raised by black fathers who were not really leaders. I know some black women who have black fathers that were not providers, that were verbally, physically, and sexually abusive. I personally know black women who have black fathers who was spineless. Some black women were raised in households where their black fathers did not have a say-so. The mother wore the pants and the dress. And their fathers did not have a backbone. Their fathers didn't have strong leadership abilities. You have a lot of black women that were raised by black men that were weak, who did not have a backbone, who did not lead, who did not provide, who did not pay bills, allowed the mama to run everything. So if you have a black woman who was raised in a household with a black woman who ran the show and the father was a simp or he was weak, what makes you think she's going to respect black men? Do y'all realize that a lot of these black women who don't have respect for black men is because the one black man that was supposed to teach them how to respect black men, he didn't do it. I know some weak black men who let their black wives run all over them and tell them what to do and run them and handle them. A black female sees this and she thinks it's normal. She thinks she could talk to all black men like they ain't shit. She thinks she can disrespect all black men. After all, she's seen her mama do it with her daddy. She see her aunts do it. Her grandmother do it with her grandfather. I'm telling you, that's a lot of black women. Just because there was a father in the home, it does not mean he was a good father. Okay, I know black women who have both parents in the household and still came out to be nothing because the daddy, her father, did not teach her how to respect masculine authority. And we're going to talk about that. A lot of this goes on. Y'all got time to talk about bullshit, but y'all are not talking about things that psychological damage that people done experienced. We got time to talk about hair and black men simping because you ain't screwing multiple women at one time. It's a lot of foolery and fuckery going on in the streets, but ain't nobody speaking on no knowledge. Ain't nobody speaking on things that's going to help uplift and build the black community. How long are we going to keep beating the same dead horse over and over and over? But we're going to talk about black women that were raised by toxic fathers. So please be on the lookout for that. Again, I'm going to be doing content on a black bashing culture. That's going to be a live stream. I'm going to do a panel. So I don't normally do panels, but I feel like this is time to do a panel because I know I'm not the only black person that is tired of black men and black women constantly dragging each other through the mud. Now, don't get me wrong. I do go into spaces and I listen to it and I'll give my feedback. But at the same time, I just feel like now it has gotten ridiculous and we need to go to a different space. So anyway, before I shut it down, again, please make sure y'all hit that like button before you leave. If you have not subscribed, you liked what you heard today, you enjoyed my content, please make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell. If you have not been getting any of my notifications, make sure your bell is set to all instead of personalized, or you will not get my notification. For all of you who want cheap dirt cable and you got a Fire Stick, I got 12,000 channels for you. You get also local news stations in your state. So I have the package where you get local news stations, because a lot of people ask me about that. You get free pay-per-view events. Also, I got a lot of sports packages for the guys. I got a whole lot of everything for everybody. Absolutely tight. And I got it's just that's just how I roll. I'm always balanced. I'm going to go in on black men and black women because all y'all fucked up as hell to me. I'm just being honest. All y'all dysfunctional as hell. Every last one of you. You all dysfunctional. I have some damn dysfunctions that I'm trying to deal with. I got my demons in the closet. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all, it has been real. It has been lovely. I thank y'all who super chatted to me. For those who was not able to super chat, I thank you just for hanging out, showing your support. Thank you for hitting the like button. But anyway, y'all, it's been real. It is your girl, your diva and knowledge, Lady Mocha. Remember, I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth, and I'm going to always break you off a slice of knowledge. So y'all take care. Have a wonderful Friday. Y'all be safe out there this weekend. And again, it's been awesome. Y'all be blessed.